We might have to fire this thing up through. We should fire it up through your TikTok because you have like fucking 15,000 followers, don't you?
Yeah,
you have a lot.
Yeah, something like that.
Because I was on that last night. A guy just about a farm money.
You want to do that instead?
Well, we'll give this half an hour.
Yeah.
We always do better later, right?
Yeah.
So I just got a notification here that you're going live. So anyways.
Well, that means Chad's probably going to be on.
Chad will be on.
I'd be on in no time.
Unless he's haying or something. Who knows? It's raining.
Better not be haying right now.
Right. Well, there's rain so much up there. They'll probably get another 2-3 cuts a month here.
Get some silage in.
But that's
probably Chad right there.
Someone popped on. Yeah, could be. It's probably raining. He's hiding in the house from the rain. But
cool Gatorade.
Who is that?
Oh, it's Kristen. Good evening, Kristen.
She was over like 2 weeks ago. Picked up some alfalfa pellets.
Oh, right on.
Back until she bought them, I'd never actually even opened a bag, like the big bags.
Like the bulk bag?
Yeah. It was like super shiny. I don't know. I was going to ask the guy that makes them, like what?
How does the pressure?
What binder? I'm assuming there's a whole process. You can't just jam dry hay and
just squeeze it in there and it just turns it like
must be some
alfalfa
sort of
diamonds.
A liquidy brine or something that they spray on it to make it
coagulate,
dry it out after.
Yeah.
But it was like, and they were long. They were like this long.
No way.
Easy to break, but
right.
So
black coats is tonight. Well, this is bad lighting in here.
Well, you didn't fire up we've been up here for like an hour and a half. We actually forgot to start the internet.
Forgot to turn the lights on the other side of the room here.
And then the lights aren't on, so what does it say? Massive pellets too. Truck still smells like them. So nice. Well, I'm glad they worked out well for you. Glad you enjoyed them. They claim they have a pretty good quality product, so. But there we go. Now it's
blue and purple.
Forgot. We'd been up here solving all the world's problems for about an hour and 20 minutes before we even realized we hadn't had a drink or a cigar.
Got all our wiggles out.
Right? So, but yet again, another busy time because we always have planned for the cold days in the winter. We're going to come up here, spark up the fireplace.
Yep.
And then we didn't get winter. Well, last year we did, but
I think we did get some winter, but
last year we did. But the last 2 years we hadn't.
No.
And then we always have planned to be sitting up here, big overhead door open, listening to the rain, and it doesn't rain for 5 years.
That's right.
But it's starting to rain, and we did get winter last year.
We got a real rain last
night. We might get back into the swing of these things a little bit more.
Too wet to spray?
Too wet to spray.
Maybe.
A little bit. Well, it was definitely too wet today. And then, of course, being so dry the last 2 weeks, it wasn't time.
Right.
So, I mean, you can go out and you can make the trip, but how efficient are you being? So
yeah, I'm sure the ground is pretty tacky.
Right? Well, I know I had made that one thing about confidence, and I was like, could you imagine being so confident that you could see your neighbor spraying and then but still not spray?
But still not do it.
You know that
could you resist the urge?
Because you know the yours isn't ready.
Yeah.
So could you do that?
Yeah.
That level of confidence is just like nobody can do that.
Nobody can. Yeah, you can't resist.
I mean, you might wait a day.
You might just drive around the field.
Right. Wait the afternoon, but you are not waiting very long. Like you're at the very least you're filling it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. You're getting ready
within 48 hours of your neighbor going. So.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all in all, we're off to a great start compared to last year.
Well, good.
So that's good. Even the grass is tall. We've had to do some weed whacking and some mowing around the yard, around the bins, around the grain prices have done a bunch of this, but they're doing a little bit more of this.
But you had some $17 canola.
Oh, that was a win too. Yeah, it made it to like
practically
17,
win the lottery.
17. Wow, it was no 27, but
no, I guess not.
It's better than 8.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we'll take that.
Where does that go?
Even sub 13.
They send that to China still, or?
I do believe the Richardson elevator mostly is export.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the other ones do domestic crushing or North American
consumption,
but I do believe, because I asked them how much. Well, back to the tariff days, I asked him. I was like, "Well, how much is this going to impact?" And he said, "Nothing. We don't send any south."
Interesting.
And I was like, "Well, I thought all of our canola went south, and like a tremendous amount of it does go south,
Right.
and even stays domestic. But their program, I guess, was exporting, so
I see.
that's okay too."
I see.
I've gotten petty like that too. Like, it may as well go overseas if I'm not going to get a fair price here.
Sure.
I don't care.
Sure.
Let's take that as you want. It doesn't,
No, that's fair.
like, if you're not going to give me a. And I had one guy in the yard. Well, I don't know. It wasn't in the yard. He phoned. He said, "Oh, what's the price of oats?" And I was like, "I don't know. I think it's $3.25 a ton." Well, that's what it was last year. He said, "Yeah, you betcha." Well, he said, "Oats are down a little bit." I said, "Yeah, they are." And every single news article out there is saying farmers cannot make it at these prices. So you want me to keep this stuff and put it in the bag,
Right. You're going to look me right in the eye while I lose money?
and then load it into your truck, one bag at a time, for the commercial wholesale price that I lose money on.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you that commercial wholesale price for your half a ton or your ton, and then still lose the money while we shake hands. Like, I mean, I'm not overcharging and gouging the heck out of you,
Right.
at $3.25 or $3.50 or whatever it happened to be, but at least then I can justify being here at 8:00 at night when you show up, and so I don't have to climb on a drilling rig again.
Right.
Because that's the option here.
That's the point. Yeah.
Right. So
You shouldn't be so callous just to think like you can ask somebody to like not kiss them before you fuck them, right? Like
I've only ever had that conversation probably twice in 12 years, and the actual conversation around price,
Yeah.
I would say a dozen times in 12 years.
Yeah.
Right. So
I see. You trying to pronounce what we're drinking tonight?
well, I want the tree. So, anyways, we probably know the word. You're good with words, but Ray, what do you do when you do two A's?
Well, I would say it's race.
Like not ra,
It could be like ba, like
ra, like ba,
race.
ra.
Should we Google it? Isle of Race.
The
Isle of Race.
Race.
I don't know how to say it.
It's a
Usually most of those boxes they'll have
single.
they'll have a phonetic spelling on it somewhere, but this is what we're having anyway. It's a beautiful rectangular bottle.
Peated, unpeated.
It's peated for sure, but not peated like Lagavulin or Lafroig or
No, not at all like that.
this is for like a very subtle, like the smoke hits you after the burn. It's a little citrusy, hey, a little bit of almost like apple tree to it.
Right.
What kind of oak was that?
So it's a Chinkapin.
Chinkapin oak cast.
Chinkapin. Similar to an oak tree, they say.
Yeah.
I'm reading here, they got the rye whiskey, Chinkapin, Bordeaux cask, oak cask, red wine. All right, that must be. I don't know why they have that split. That must be all one word or one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rye whiskey cask, Chinkapin,
Vibrant
oak
dark
cask.
fruits with sweet ginger and honey, and I didn't get any sweet ginger or honey. The dark fruits, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, from the Hebridean Islands. So I don't know if we've had one from the Hebrides yet, but
Where is that fitting on the west side, north, south?
if you just look for a bunch of islands, that'd be a good place to start.
Just go there.
Except there's
I don't know if they've circled
Except
that.
there's a little right there. There's a
Must be
literal
the
shit
circle.
ton of islands that surround Scotland.
But it looks to be fairly north. Because
Yeah,
way down here, that's
northwest
that Jura, way down in this one.
it sure is. And then
So
the Isle of
that's
Skye.
way south. So this is a
And then
north.
there's the Shetland Isles, and then there's the Hebrides and like the Outer Hebrides, right? So
That's a crazy gold circle to try to locate in the dark. Anyways, it's where that's at. Anyways, and it is a mighty fine whiskey.
we got an ice cube in it just to cool down the burn a little bit.
Are these 10,000-year-old ice cubes?
These are not. These are come out of my well and make ice cubes.
Well, we don't know how old that water is. It's probably.
I don't know how long it's been in the aquifer for.
It's probably as old as time too.
It could be. It could be. Yeah.
It is what
Like
it is.
space water. But no, I didn't make 10,000-year-old ice. That's a good idea though. I could do that.
Well, you got a big enough noggin for it, right? Or you don't call that a noggin? That's
That's
the little
noggin.
thing's a
The
noggin.
little
But with the thing that is in.
the thing that it's in is
Back
down
there.
there. Is it back there?
Is that a noggin too?
No. Did I ever tell you the story behind that?
I don't think so.
That bottle? On the quarter section where we have the cabin, we found like this whiskey bottle, right? And I thought, well, that's pretty cool. We could put our cigar wrappers
That was
in
the
there.
piss jug.
That was a piss jug. Well, I
Okay.
think the guy that had the quarter was an alcoholic
Okay.
and was just chucking whiskey bottles out the fuck. It might have been a piss jug too.
I think that's why we decided to put
Fuck.
the cigar bands in
I
there,
never-
not liquid.
I never thought that was actually a piss jug. Now that you bring it up,
Well, I don't think we drank out of it. We decided
never did,
we were
but-
going to put the cigar bands in there.
but I
due
never
to the
put
fact
two.
that it probably was a
But
piss
it
jug.
probably was a piss jug. You're right. But no, that one. So when we moved the cabin from its original location where it was for sale, we were jacking it up, and I found that bottle underneath the cabin, and I was like, "Oh, that's fucking cool! Like it's like an 8-sided bottle
right?
with a
Yeah,
threaded
that
top on it."
took some time to make too.
And I couldn't. It took me like almost a year to find a cap that fit on it that would seal.
Where'd you find that?
Actually, it was a salt and pepper shaker from Costco.
Oh, mint.
Yeah, that threaded right on there. But after some quick research, I found out that it's not a jar or a bottle at all. It's actually the base of an oil lamp.
Okay.
So that's
So most likely wasn't a piss jug.
so it probably wasn't a piss jug.
right. That's
but-
handy.
But
'Cause
yeah,
you
I
put
mean,
our water in there.
but we'll put water with it. The kerosene was, right? But I mean, I washed it out. So if it was a piss jug, at least piss is sterile, right? So,
Fair enough.
but yeah, no, I mean, I go past enough mountains in a week that I could probably fill it up and
Hammer down to
make
some
make some fancy ice cubes.
above ground 10,000-year-old water.
Mm-hmm. Go see a waterfall. And then cigars this evening. I chucked my other wrapper, the Justin Trudeau wrapper, in the garbage already.
Carney wrapper.
Oh, it's a Carney wrapper now,
Carney
but
wrapper now.
I think this one's been in the humidor for that long.
Oh,
It might be an OG Trudeau wrapper.
That's why you got the brains.
Yeah, Perez Carrillo. And then I can't read the rest of it.
Carrillo.
It's like Los Alamos or something.
It's so funny to try to say these words.
Yeah.
Because
Anyways, I'll be honest. This is what is this? Probably like a 52 ring gauge box press.
When they
70.
squish them, I lose all of my like orientation around. I don't know,
Yeah, I'm just guessing.
40, 48, 52.
It's definitely
50,
definitely over 50.
right?
I would say it's probably 52. That would be an educated guess. But
We don't even have
smell wise, honestly, it does smell like dry dog shit.
it. It doesn't smell like a truck glove box though.
It doesn't smell like mouse shit or glove box.
Squirrel's nest, old fucking burlap sacks.
Yeah, I think this is going to be like it's very dark, right? Like a Maduro kind of.
Could be more like sweaty ass.
I think it's gonna I think the smoke is gonna billow
Really?
like a wet hay bale on fire.
Like sweaty. Sweaty socks.
Sweaty socks. That's appetizing.
We have the.
You got some fire over there? I don't got no fire over here.
How are you gonna cut it? Did you cut it? You didn't.
I put a V cut in it.
Oh, you did do it
I
already
used the
with the desktop cutter.
with the desktop. Yeah.
Okay, let's get
We'll
that
get
happening here.
We'll get the foot
You did the
toasted.
V.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that idea.
You want to go straight cut?
I'm gonna chop it. I'm just gonna guillotine that thing.
I was reading a thing today. That how do you know when you toast the base of your cigar enough?
Oh yes.
What do you think?
How do I know? I would say like 85% red, but you're not even looking at it. Oh, you are looking at it. Does it have to do with color? Like I'd say like 85% red.
You're looking for the whole foot to be glowing orange when you got
Oh,
it.
it had something to do with color.
When you give it a blow, and the whole thing should be evenly orange.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I remember one time you asked me how much 100 square feet was, and I just fucking
Did I really ask you that?
Well, we were talking about gardening, right? Your most profitable acre.
Oh
And I just totally fucking bombed it.
That's a day
And
or two
that
ago.
that crushed me because I was like, I'm not a fucking idiot. You just got
Right.
me, right? Like, and
10 feet by 10 feet. That's the.
but it just fucking ruined me because I don't know what I said.
Don't remember the
it
square
was
root.
incredible, right? And so yeah, when you just put me on the spot again with that, and I actually nailed it. Having to do with color.
Well, there you go.
It means we're coming a long ways in
there
our
you go.
cigar. In our cigar aficionados.
Hmm.
What do they say about butane though? Because all these cigars comes with what, balsa wood or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, butane's not the devil. Like, it's the next best option.
Is it?
But of course, the balsa, or it's not really. It's a piece of cedar, is what
Cedar,
it is,
okay.
right? That's the preferred method. Next is a match, a long match, and then butane. And failing that, yeah, I mean, there's some people that use Zippos and whatnot, but I think there's a lot of odor that can get transferred into the cigar that way, right?
Well, that did
Flavor.
billow fairly
pretty
heavy. So kudos to you on that call.
Yeah, usually the darker ones are more oily, and
That's like a high school smoke.
that's
is what that is.
It's a damn good cigar, right?
Right?
Yeah.
That's like a high school cigarette, like first shop party.
Yeah.
Got somebody to buy you 2.6 pack of darts.
Yeah.
Like the best feeling.
Well, that's good. You've
Ever.
been waiting for this cigar for a while, hey?
We're gonna have to write this one down. Where'd you get this, Grand Prairie?
This might have been Grand Prairie. Or this might have been in Sherwood Park.
We don't even know anymore.
I don't even
Let's
know.
Just wait. What's
Maybe you guys should actually keep an inventory.
what's far
With
too
that-
late for that? We're 3 years deep here.
But if you went in and you're just like, okay, what do we even have, right? Because that's the thing. We don't.
We've been talking about doing that with the Scotch itself,
And then-
and there's way less Scotch than there is cigars,
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
right? I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cigar boxes.
Yeah,
Not to mention the friggin' hundreds of
and then
individual
and
purchases.
then the Pelican case. There's a Pelican case in here somewhere too with cigars. So yeah, honestly, I've been waiting for this for since when was the last one we did?
I don't even know, but
2 months ago?
I messaged you whatever a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "How we
Yeah.
looking?" And then you were committed, and I was like, "You know what? It really seems like people don't actually care if we drink Scotch and smoke cigars."
Yeah.
So it's kind of getting
Yeah.
to be bullshit.
Yeah.
Here.
But no, that's I don't know. I've had the kind of week where I felt I could have just gone and got a pack of smokes for $30 and just had a fucking
I believe
cigarette.
it. I often wonder because like whatever with the little bit we do, people do ask. They're like, "Well, what does that stand guy do? What is it?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Like I said, he's in Calgary all the time. His job is like pretty fucking intense. So because they're like, "Well, you don't do your smoking oak so much or whatever."
Yeah.
You know, Stan doesn't put out so much content anymore. And I was like, "Well, fuck, the guy has a pretty like." His fucking job is kind of like it's not just fucking shoveling shit. So he's
Became accidentally important one day, and yeah,
he's a busy guy.
I was talking about that with a fella at work today. We went to the Jackpot Bar and Grill for lunch. Had the buffet.
Okay,
Got some chicken balls.
is it good?
It was actually, it's pretty good.
That's the one in the industrial park yet? Or like over on that south side?
By the mill there on the south
Okay.
side. Yeah,
Yeah.
you bet. And I was telling the guy, like, it's not my nature to just fucking book a vacation or even just take a day off while the place is fucking burning down.
Right? You're not Nero?
Right. I'm not that guy. I can't do it. Right. Even if I know like the place is going to burn down in a week, it just is not my nature to just, they'll figure it out. I don't know. That's my toxic trait, I think. I stick around and I don't take days off and end up taking days off and fucking like the last 2 weeks of December or something because I got to take those days off, which they're not bad days off to take, but you end up missing the whole summer and you realize like, fuck, I could have got water and power into the barn. We could have gone to the mountains. We could have done all kinds of cool stuff, right?
I was thinking about you the other day. I almost bought one of those orange fucking things with the big trencher at the back and the blade at the front. Ever seen those
Twitch?
things? Yeah. I don't know what the fuck. I forget what sale it was. It was fucking. I was like, man, that guy still doesn't have fucking power to his barn. I should buy this fucking thing
Oh, it's got to
because I
happen.
want to do a bunch of shit too, right? And I was
It's
like,
got to
fuck, we
happen
could-
this summer, but
we should get this fucking thing. And then I don't know. I don't even think it sold for that much because you were looking at little hobes, right? And they're fucking everything. It's like 16,000.
I gotta rent one because like there's always a side of you. It's no different than having a fucking sword hanging up here, right? Like it's one of those things like male fucking ego. Like you got to have this, right? Like you can't tell me that. Well, I mean, you already own a backhoe, right? So that's a thing by itself. But like the manly urge to own a fucking backhoe is like almost irresistible.
Oh, it is.
But when you don't have work for it every day, you gotta tone that shit down and realize, oh, I should just rent one for the weekend, right?
Right. If mine wasn't used every day and such a huge piece of shit, and I had my I don't have my telehandler, right? But
Still not, eh?
If I ever get to a point where I have my telehandler and everything's working, I will fucking load that backhoe up and bring it over here.
Well, I'm gonna hire a guy this summer because
Okay.
I've realized that I'm at that point now where like I've got to say I don't have the capacity to do this, but it's got to happen. So
Yeah, that's fair.
you know, sometimes the wife will do that to me. She'll be like, she wants something done, and I'm just like, oh, I know, I'll do it. But eventually she'll just say, do you need me to fucking hire somebody for this? And it'll happen like I'll do it the next fucking day.
Right.
But this is one of those things where I just,
Well, we do reach our limits, and I know for myself, like I was always trying to, and this is another thing I don't understand, like how fucking people even have jobs and then still fucking farm and
she'll
shit.
get shit done.
That
right?
confuses me because
Yeah.
I don't have a job.
Right.
That being said, I do have like a full-time job, but
you're working fucking.
I don't clock in 9 to 5. Like my days are also, I would argue, just as fucking unsatisfying and disappointing as the average working man's, because when I get those feed orders, I have those commitments, and that fucking takes away from my fucking getting things done fucking hours.
Right.
So when I get up, the kids get on the bus at 8 o'clock, and maybe my day doesn't start as early as the fucking guy that gets up at 6 and has to be at work for 7. But then it's like 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't have lunch. I don't even stop for lunch because I don't have that mandatory lunch break.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then that's when you're done all the orders. And then the kids get off the bus. So the fact that you're home, you're like, well, fuck, I don't know. I could. But then you start your day too, right? And I've been home all fucking day. And in
Right.
between, while it's mixing, I've done
Right.
the odd trivial thing. So people that are actually away from the farm, I'm just like, I don't understand how you guys do this at all. It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, I find like I'm getting up at 5, shower, eat breakfast, go out and do morning chores, try to be at the office for 6:30 in the morning. I don't have to, like, technically I'm not paid for that time to be there at 6:30. It's one of those things that's, I think there's like societal expectations that you're there.
Sure.
Right. But that's not why I do it. I do it because in the first hour and a half, I probably get some peace and quiet, and I can crush more work in that first hour and a half than I can do in the next 8 hours.
I believe it.
Right. I come in, nobody's bothering me, cup of coffee, and just pound through a bunch of stuff. Right. And then for the rest of the day, I can solve everybody else's problems. Right. And that's really that's my job in a nutshell. It's just solving other people's problems, right? So, but yeah, no, I gotta make it happen this summer. There's gotta get 2 trenches dug, one for power and one for water. And obviously the water one is like, that's not a Ditch Witch job, right? That's a
Yeah, I don't know what that arm is pretty fucking long, man.
I know, but like they only go down like 4 or 5.
Is that but the one with the wheels, like you fucking get in there and drive it.
Yeah. I don't think they go down like 8 feet.
Oh, I think they do, because I think the one you walk behind goes down like 3 or 4 feet. They're a total piece of shit. I was looking at them too. I rented one. It was a fucking nightmare. But
Maybe.
you wouldn't just slam your power right on top of your water?
Well, the power's got to come from the pole over there, and the water's got to come from over there. They got to come from 2 different spots, right?
Okay. I'm pretty sure we.
But yes,
our
like
fucking power right on top of
when
the
we
water.
did other projects where the infrastructure was following the same path, Yeah, it just went in the same ditch.
I'm not even sure that's too wise either, though.
No, it's not, because if you end up breaking a water line or whatever, your power line's submerged. But
Fuck, we just had it yesterday. We actually just dug up our underground power line to our water well. Fuck, that was a fun surprise.
oh yeah,
No water in the house. Well, this is like yesterday we just dug it up, but the problem actually happened late last fall, early last winter. And I climbed up on the roof of the pump house, and the fucking I don't know how it happened, but part of the fucking cable hit the roof and actually melted a hole through the roof of the tin.
no way.
But because of the way it is, it's actually not on that line. Is back to the pole,
Okay,
so there's no breaker. So it
What?
fucking burnt until it fucking burnt through the wire underground somewhere.
you might need an electrician.
It was fun. Well, the whole, it's funny because we just finally put the pole. We put it above ground, so we
Right.
just put the pole up because all we had was above ground wire laid over the fucking garden
Sure.
all winter.
Yeah.
And just nobody goes there, nobody walks over there, so whatever, right? But we could actually have water for the winter. And then our plan was to dig that line up,
Fully jacketed.
fully jacketed.
Yeah. No kids are getting electrocuted.
No,
They
fuck.
go to pick fucking raspberries.
So we had planned to dig that line up. I wanted to see where it actually burnt, like where the weakest part of that line was, because we've had that happen in the past too. That on that farm, man, quite a bit of that shit has like the fucking closest breaker is the fucking pole, believe it or not, which is fucking nuts.
Yeah, that is.
So you can have some shit going down. So we're like we have a lot. We're very cautious around power. But it wasn't our fault, and I was telling someone that the other. I said like
Classic.
no one of these guys he was actually from out towards Poos Tupper area there.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh man, like it's nice he had all this infrastructure, and I'm not going to say it is. It's like a little lottery ticket.
Sure it is.
To
Yeah.
be a third generation, that fucking shit was put in
Right.
in 1980 whatever. It was dug in. It all, but it's all fucking holy man. Like.
You don't know what's done right and what's done hokey.
There's
right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 underground waterers there, which is incredible. Fuck, who has 7 and doesn't have any animals? So
Unheard of.
I get the tester and I go up there and they're rusted, right? They're
Right.
fucking rusted through and the lips are, so they're fucking, all the insulation and shit's falling out of them. And I'm like, you seen the Hangover 3 where they're trying to cut the wires? And the guy's like, I got fucking yellow, green, and red. And the guy's like, I got gray, medium gray, dark gray. Have you seen that?
No, I have not.
Okay,
But
fuck.
I can picture it though.
So
Yeah.
here I am at the water, and I'm like, okay, Corey, I got fucking red, blue, and black. What do you got? And she's like, I got orange, red, and green.
Some shit's been spliced
And
together.
we're like, what the fuck?
right?
She's like, this is all like armored wire. And I was like, well, mine is, I'm pretty sure fucking, this is an extension cord. Right? But we didn't put that in, but
Right.
the craziest part of that whole entire farm, I don't know exactly. Dad said we're probably, so he bought that place in 1997, but he said Corey and I are probably like the 6th or 7th people to actually live on.
It's funny because it's like that's not really a first world problem anymore, but like it's kind of like a third world problem.
It's
You got,
it's totally fun.
it's like downtown fucking Delhi kind of wiring.
100% it is.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to tell this guy, and I was like, it from the outside looking in, because we do have it all operational.
Sure.
It fucking is like, oh man, this
Looks
guy,
beautiful.
fuck, like
Yeah.
all he was born, and fucking, and then all this shit was already there.
Yeah. Born
And
under a
it
rainbow.
was.
Eh? Yeah.
But just try to keep that shit going,
Yeah.
and then because every fucking day is like a new thing, and you're like, right. We had all those, well, like you've been there, we were chasing down fucking El Diablo the Rooster,
Yeah,
all those
yeah.
lean-tos. They're decent. They're decent.
Sure. Yeah.
So we're like, fuck, we either rip them down or we tin them. So we go buy tin. Try to put tin on those motherfuckers.
This is all like
Oh,
this,
my
probably.
Christ.
All
They're
rough cut lumber.
Oh, it's all rough cut lumber. Nothing's dimensional. Nothing's planed to the same thickness.
Yeah.
The posts are all fucking like old power poles or the fucking whatever. It's
Yeah.
like... It's so it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, right? You're either in debt up to your fucking eyeballs to build this shit new
Yeah.
and have something, or you're fucking frustrated and you're still spending a ton of fucking money just to try to figure out
Right.
Like, what did they do? And even to the point where Dad was like, "Well, I think one of these boys is still alive. I'll phone him." Because this was no bullshit either.
Right.
Before we built our house, and you know where our house is, we cleared those trees out of there, but that was all bush behind the shop. And we were digging for some odd reason with the backhoe back there. I don't know why. Maybe making a trench so the water wouldn't run. Because the water, when it melts, runs through our fucking shop, like inside.
Oh yeah.
So the floor is eroded, the cement's cracking out. There's no landscaping done when they did it. There's no rebar.
Did you
on the
put a
floor.
swale through there now?
I still got to do
Like
that,
a
yeah.
direct
But
water.
we were doing that one year. I think it was actually the year I bought the backhoe.
Okay.
And I'm digging away, and I look out, the fucking outrigger is on fire of the backhoe, like
No
fucking
way.
erupting flames. So
Shit.
I bailed out of the backhoe, and I was like, "Dad, what the fuck?" And he's like, "I don't know." So he come running over. The underground power that they had run from this same pump house where the fucking thing melted through the roof last year. They never run it underground. They just laid it and I guess covered it with leaves.
Right.
We never even knew where it was.
They're just sitting there.
We knew there was, like, we knew where the pole was.
Wow.
And then the bush had all grown through.
Sure.
And we knew, like, so we knew where it came from,
You
and we
got-
knew where the pole was. And somewhere in the middle was,
You get 20 years of leaf litter falling on it.
right.
It's sitting there this far below grade.
So as we're back, goes rocking, all of a sudden cut through it and
Yeah.
poof,
Wow.
fire all over. It was nuts.
Never tripped a breaker at the pole.
I don't. Well, that would have had to. They might have. No, it fucking would have went back to the pole. So yeah, it was just burning until he ran to
Wow.
the pole and shut it off.
Crazy.
It's totally fucked.
Yeah.
Like totally insane.
Huh.
Even the water, like when we from that pump house straight to the east is the trailer they live in. Straight to the south,
Yeah.
is the waterers.
Sure.
And straight to the west is the shop, right? I mean, you probably didn't pay much attention, but been in the yard enough, you can kind of maybe
Yeah, I
visualize
know
that.
where you're talking about. Yeah.
So we built the house way over, so it's way west of the shop and south of the shop, way over fucking here.
Yeah.
Now the water lines run straight to the shop, straight south to the waterers,
Yeah.
and straight east over to the trailer that the old boys.
So you
lived
dig
in.
a hole you dig
So-
your basement where there's no water lines. Right?
Well, we dug the basement where there was no lines, but when we trenched the water in, we also trenched from because we drilled a new well behind that one because that's the other thing they did. They drilled their well to about 80 feet, which was effectively a fucking mud puddle.
Sure.
High iron, high soda, high calcium,
Right.
high fucking everything.
Yeah.
You can drink the water, you won't die.
Right.
But your bathtub instantly turns fucking orange.
Sure.
You wash your blue jeans, they come out white. So you gotta
Oh, really?
shake them so the fucking all the
There's
calcium
salt on
falls
them?
off and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So, anyways, we drilled a new well directly behind the old one to 150 feet. Now we have like Aquafina water. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So from there, we trenched straight. So the pump house is here, and everything's going straight east, straight west, and straight south. So we trenched this way. On the fucking west side of the shop, they hit the fucking water line. And we're like, where the fuck did that
where'd
go?
this come
Like,
from?
why the fuck is that? And it would have been bush.
Right.
Like, what the fuck happened?
They're
Like,
going-
who dug this in?
Where are they going with that?
And she hit it down to like it was like 8-9 feet
Okay.
where they hit it because
Yeah.
we buried that fucking thing so it would never freeze.
Right.
And it's like way on the southwest side of the shop.
Huh.
Like I say, it's still I still would take it over having to being dead over your fucking eyes and trying
Right.
to die all new. However, it's not without its daily trial and
Character
tribulation
building.
and frustration.
Yeah.
Right? You go to flip on a breaker and you're like, well, what the fuck?
What's gonna happen?
It's something, and we are working all the weak points out of the system, and certainly with the house and everything, there's all of the modern codes and everything are up to date.
Right.
But I know for sure, even I was looking at, and I told Courtney, I was like, for fuck's sakes, we have to buy some proper breakers, because I don't know what they wrote with either. It wasn't. I don't know. It's almost like they wrote with tar on a stick.
What?
Because it wasn't a Sharpie. It was like some black ink doopy pen.
Okay.
It's like breaker 1 is squiggle, 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 squiggle. Breaker 2 is fucking
in your house.
It's no in that pump house.
In the pump house. Okay.
So it's like pump 2, but fuck, I don't know what the word before or after is, because it's all like a big
They probably used a grease pencil or something.
Fuck, maybe, I don't know. It's still kind of there because he's like, I can't read any of that shit.
Right.
And then,
the handwriting from the olden.
well,
days.
he shook pretty bad too before he passed on. But
He had the Parkinson's.
I'm not sure what got him, but he did shake really bad. And but anyway, so we are slowly bringing that all up to code. At least, but you know the reality too, though, the fuckers, man, they never burnt anything down. Like all that rough cut, untreated lumber, dried out to shit, all of that horse fucking just whatever put together wire. You know, they have a whole one of those oblong water troughs, just full of wire. And I was going through it, and I was like, man, this piece is only 3 feet long.
Right.
But back in the day, that's what they say, and I fucking put that in somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Right, and that's how you go from like I got red, green, and yellow. I got blue, orange, and fucking gray.
I was reading a thing here a few weeks back about like the 1940s, 1950s, even into the 1960s. There was just a massive amount of house fires that happened in North America, right? And what it was, we had old aluminum knob and tube wiring in a lot of these houses, like when power first came in. The power was really only intended to run the lights in your house. And nobody had toasters, nobody had fridges. They had ice boxes and the wood stove, and they didn't have TVs. And like the power consumption that happens in a modern house now, like you would literally fucking melt that wiring down. Like it's no wonder all those houses burned down.
Oh fuck! You can see it. Like you can easily see. What did Kristen say here?
She's laughing, but only because it sounds exactly like their place. Except we have no idea what we're doing, so we're learning everything as things keep breaking and trying to keep up with it. Don't feel bad because I mean we built new here, and I still feel like shit breaks, and we just make it up every day. Like I talk to some guys, and we're just trying to do what you're doing. Please don't. Because I'm just every day I'm just making it up as we go.
Yeah, a lot of what we put out there is like just like don't do this. So we've had a day, we've had a week. Now make sure when you're going on, don't fucking start your week this way.
If you watch a video about like something that we've done, try to find a video like 4 or 5 videos down the line where that was a fucking terrible idea.
Right. Can't believe we did that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's incredible how, but like I say, they never, and that's one thing I tell to, because so before this, Stan and I were chatting about fucking, even like perception of people or whatever. Some people come off abrasive, brutally honest, whatever the case may be. And I find myself over the last few years, so I think I've been 12 years making feed.
Yeah. And
then in those 12 years, I don't know exactly when you first come along, but you've seen we've changed quite a bit to what we've had.
It's been 12 years already, eh?
So like we
would have been like 9 years.
Yeah,
we've been here for 9 years.
It's you were there for quite a bit of this, but like you were there long before we had molasses, before we had master feeds, before we had Summit, before we had like all these other things, before the mill got changed the way it was, the way it is now. And I had a lot more like excitement for the way of life that Corey and I tried to build. Like the way of life existed, we tried to recreate it with a modern twist. No different than you, no different than any other modern homesteader.
Right.
But I find myself now being a lot more fucking brutally honest with those who are new coming, and they're like, well, because this guy from Poos too, who was like, oh man, how do you keep pigs in the winter? I said, well, what do you do about the water? I said, well, I have a water, but it was so fucking rusted out. And the infrastructure was already there. It was there. The water was there. The power was there.
Yeah.
All I did was I dug the fucking thing down into the ground because it was so rusted anyways. So I dug it down into the ground. And every single year I replace the thermostat because when it melts, it the hole fills up and it burns out anyways.
Burns out.
But for all winter, I don't have to water the pigs.
Right.
And he said, oh, fuck, we're packing pit water and, you know all about that.
I know all about that, yeah.
And he said, well, and I looked straight at him. He said, well, do you think I'll make it? I said, no, I don't. I really don't.
Right.
I said, the market for pigs is not there. Not for fucking finished hogs. For wieners, it's there. For finished hogs, forget it. The amount of work, the amount of feed you're going to buy, the amount of water you're going to fucking tote.
Cheaper to go to Costco.
The disaster you're going to create. Yeah. You are going to need $1,000 fucking dollars out of this hog.
And nobody will pay for it.
Nobody's gonna pay it.
Yeah.
If you're lucky and you
Yeah.
know a friend who's successful,
Yeah.
thinks you're great, thinks what you're doing is great, and he's like, yeah, no, I'll give you $900 and then I'll take it over to the butcher
Right.
shop and I'll pay them $700 to butcher it.
Right.
So you're gonna be $1,600 into this fucking
If
thing.
you've got a friend
If
that's as
you
dumb as
know-
you are, yeah.
If you know that person, give her. If you know
Yeah.
10 of them,
Yeah.
boom, you're gonna make yourself $9,000. But the reality is, those people also, they do that once every 4 years because nobody eats that much fucking pork.
Right.
They want bacon. They don't want pork
Right.
chops. They don't want hams. They don't want
Yeah.
fucking ribs. They want bacon. The average person doesn't understand. You're gonna get fucking 30 pounds of bacon out of this pig.
Yeah.
Not fucking 200.
No.
So what are you gonna do with the rest? Right. So
Mm.
so then they go back to buy bacon at Costco, at Save-On, wherever the case may be. And their freezers, just like ours, are still fucking full of pork chops and
That's right.
hams.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if you're just starting out from nothing and you're just trying to finance an egg operation, you didn't inherit any machinery, you didn't inherit any land, you better have a good job.
Real good job.
Right. That's the reality of it. And then everything you do, every early morning, you're watching the sunrise, and every fucking late night when you're running around with a flashlight in your head and your fingers are freezing, you better do it for the love of it, because it's not going to be for the money, that's for sure.
No.
Right. So
I think that is actually one misconception that's happening. And I was talking about this. You and I have chatted about this before, but a lot of these old boys now, when they come rolling through, we end up talking about it because I want to know how bad it was. And like, you are talking abject fucking poverty so my grandpa came in 1927.
right.
And about as fucking, so someone like myself, we can't even imagine how fucking bad it must have been, because there was nothing.
Well, yeah,
Like,
no,
nothing.
we-
Not only the fact there was nothing, there was no fucking ability to get anything.
like I know, like where my grandparents lived, on the quarter north of them is where my great grandparents homesteaded, and they lived in a sod house, right? So they would have cut sod off the prairie,
Right?
and lived in, we would have had wood frame, but sod walls and sod roof and everything. And my grandpa got onto a mule logging outfit. Him and my uncle Wally, my great uncle Wally, I guess, they were a mule logging outfit out of Nordegg, and they cut and sawed wood, and then they lived in these 2-room wooden shacks right up until the early 1960s. And when my grandpa, like when they married and then had kids, they decided to build a real house. And he went to the bank and he borrowed $2,000, and that built an 1,100 square foot house. And they raised 4 kids out of that house. They didn't have running water in there until, like, I think the mid 1970s. They were still going 30 below, trudging out in your fucking slippers and shitting in a fucking outhouse, right?
Right.
It's totally different, right? They had a 3-acre garden, right? And that's what and they had the hogs and they had the chickens and they had a couple cows.
Right.
And my grandpa's mentality right up until the day he died was, if we raise enough to feed the kids, that's perfect. And if there's a little bit left over at the end of it, that's even better.
Sure.
There was, like, nobody was trying to get rich.
It was literally
They were-
substance.
They were literally sustenance farmers.
Their sustenance, yeah, right.
Just,
Like,
just trying to survive, right?
that's what your day was.
But what blew my mind is, like, we've gone through this thing in this last year here with the price of bottle calves, and it's just been an interesting experiment, right? It hasn't put us in the poorhouse, but just because we've been smart about, like, where we're going to buy a bottle calf from. But, like, people are paying $2,300 for a bottle calf. So it literally was the price of a house in 1963, or the materials for a house, I should say, not the house, but just the materials. So imagine 40 years from now, when your grandkids go to build a house, will a bottle calf cost $500,000?
right. I don't know. I seen your video about that,
Right.
and I was thinking, I was like, holy fuck, this guy's like, he's right.
Like that's insane. Where things are, like, how expensive ag has become And why is that? I mean, I guess we're not sustenance farming anymore, but it's kind of like really ag hasn't changed.
But
Like,
some of that too,
you're
and not,
barely fucking scraping by.
not all of it, but so we talk about too being in our bubble here in the peace country. A lot of what we see too is a peace country bubble, because you don't get very fucking far from here, and that bottle calf is no longer $2,300.
It's not.
It's
So you're not an acreage country anymore.
right. It's not the $400 that I'll give you the fucking thing
Yeah.
and a half a bag of milk replacer if you'll just take it, right? Because
Yeah.
because the industry has changed for sure.
For sure.
But it's not that. And I was having this conversation just today with a couple folks that were at the farm, and they said we're not doing pigs anymore. It's just not worth it. And I said, "Fuck, it really isn't."
No.
And the reality is you have people paying $180, $230 for a fucking wiener pig. They will not pay $230 for a finished hog. Like, to me, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, how are you gonna? But because it's the experience they're buying,
Right.
right? They want the pig. It's cute when it's little. They feed it up. They butcher it. Life is good. So they're willing to pay $200 plus
For the
whatever,
experience.
500
It's like
feed,
a trip to Disneyland.
some hay, some everything. So they're themselves, they're gonna be fucking probably $1,400 into this fucking hog
Right.
by the time it's ready for butcher.
Just to say you did.
And they will not go and pay $800-900 for a finished one. And but that's
And with
that's
the-
area specific.
They
So
won't pay $800 for a finished one they had to do no work on.
no work on, right? They're literally paying to do the work, and I get it, because we do stupid shit too. Like, we have those 2 emus for nothing, and I paid $1,500 for those fucking things.
Right.
But
If you're going to have a hobby, I'm not saying that emus are a hobby or farming's a hobby, but anything you do for the entertainment of it is fucking going to be expensive.
it is. And I got, I was just talking to a gentleman. He's like, man, I got 6 emus. I'd
Yeah.
really love to have 4. And I looked at him and was like, well, I know somebody who wants to.
Yeah.
He's like, well, fuck, you have his number. I was like, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Of course, I'll take 2 emus. That's
Sure.
fucking sweet.
There you go.
It actually worked out to a benefit, because I don't know, for the last 3 years that Corey's been trying turkeys, she gets herself 20 turkeys. By butchering day, we have 10. She gets herself 8 turkeys. By butchering day, we have 4. We always lose half of our turkeys, and we lose them in the fall. As we were talking earlier, the coyotes seem to have a lot more pressure
They
in
get
the
a
fall.
little hunger, trying to fatten
Bulking
up.
up for winter.
Yeah.
When we bought those emus and then we put them in with the fucking turkeys, we never lost a turkey since. Emus will fight coyotes
To the death.
I'm sure they'd kill the fuckers.
Maybe that's what a guy needs. Maybe I should get some emus and just run them in with the sheep.
We had a llama, because someone was like, "Oh, or llamas, alpacas." I don't know. They're apparently they're herd
You
animal.
had? What happened to it? Did you get rid of it?
Yeah, he was full of. He just was dead one day.
Oh, okay.
He just I walked up there and forget his name, unfortunately.
Leonard.
He was just, I was all like, what the fuck, man?
Huh?
But then I was told they are super susceptible to parasite.
Is that right?
So,
I've always refused to get a llama because I won't have anything here that I can't either eat or it
you could
protects
eat them,
or it protects the food that I eat.
but they're supposed to protect.
Well, they do, but I just at the end of the day, like if something ever happened, I probably wouldn't put ketchup on a llama steak. Like it just seems like
I'd give it a go.
I mean it'd be a tough.
They say they end up being dog food.
Yeah, well, they would be for sure.
So that's a purpose too,
Yeah.
I suppose. I mean, if you get 10 years of guardianship out of this
It's
thing,
the principle,
and then your dogs get a decent meal.
I hate the idea of it.
But we, well, that was another thing. Someone was like getting some molasses, and they're like, "Hey, do you want some llamas?" And I was like, "Fuck, who doesn't?"
Right? Not this guy.
Right? So bring them on over.
Good for you.
Right? And of course, see, back then too, because we didn't have a trailer either, right? So if someone was willing to bring this shit,
I
and
suppose,
was like,
yeah.
we'll fucking
Yeah.
definitely bring it over here, right? So we had, we had him, and he, Cookie was his name. No,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was Cookie.
No, it was Cookie. Yeah.
Cookie.
Yeah.
So I scooped him up and took him down to become grizzly bear shit.
No, there you go.
But he didn't protect fuck all either, so whatever. Like we still lost turkeys and shit when he was
sat there with the ears.
just being whatever, looking
Right.
at you and wondering if he was going to spit or not. Because I don't know if they spit. I think some of them
I
spit.
think they do. Yeah. We've had the opposite thing though with the turkeys though, like because we do the usual like okay we get 20 and fucking however many die, right? But then we kept a bunch back and fuck, do you think I could get those pricks to die? We fed them and fed them and fed them. The wife was going to breed them. That was her big plan.
How'd that go?
We couldn't get any eggs to hatch. They laid eggs after a whole year.
But you were trying to incubate.
We're trying to incubate them, and there was nothing. So I don't know if we had a gay rooster turkey or whatever happened, but like there was nothing happening there. So that didn't work out. So then we put it on. Did I tell you the story about the Kijiji ad?
No.
So we put the wife wanted to put them on the Facebook buy and sell, right? And she said her marketplace isn't working, which I would say that too because I don't want to fucking deal with people.
Sure.
Over turkeys? No. Anyway, so I never put an ad on Marketplace. She ended up putting it on Kijiji. And this guy I think he was from Rycroft, messaged her and said, yeah, he was coming to get the turkeys. So we're like, fuck it, sweet, take them all. Like, have at it, get these things out of here because they're just burning grain. We're feeding them hog feed right now, like
right,
whatever.
That's good though.
They're living on it, right? But like, get these things out of here. Well, he shows up and he's just got like just a shitbox fucking car, like the biggest fucking shitbox. He's got a water tank and a bunch of loose wrenches and some 2x4s in the back of this car. He's like, "Oh, I'll take the Tom." So we catch the Tom, and where do you want to put it? Like
right in the front seat.
He's like, "Oh yeah, just put it in the back there." And like as soon as I get driving, it'll sit the thick Eastern European accent too. So that just like Borat came to buy a turkey or something, right? Put it in there and. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, he's not going to make the corner of the county road and he's going to get fucking beat to death by this turkey on the way home to ride. Like, how's he going to make it? But yeah, we never heard hide nor hair about it. We never heard about a car accident. There was nothing on the news. So I think he just took it home and fucking ate this turkey. But like, we got stuck with now we got the hens.
They must be getting pretty big by now.
Well, they're not. They're as big as they're going to get, right? So.
Well, they must be 30 pounds, though.
Probably, yeah. So we're going to butcher on Wednesday. We're going to do all the chickens on Wednesday, and we're going to do those turkeys at the same time.
I should have brought your pot over. Fuck.
Just be done. Oh, you still got the pot?
Oh, I just measured it today. Do you have a good stand for it? Like for the fire under it? I'm going to build one. Fuck it.
We just got like a turkey fryer.
Yeah, those are junk. Fuck, I had one too, and it's that's 2 feet, man.
Yeah,
fucking barrel.
Yeah.
I'm going to build one. I'm building tomorrow.
Oh, interesting.
So
okay. If you still got that barrel, I need it for Wednesday. I'll swing by.
Well, I got to build a fucking stand. I'm gonna build a stand that you can shove a fucking tiger torch under.
No way.
Because fuck, man, like it's sweet, and we put it on the same stand, but full of fucking water, and then the big fuck you dunk it and it kind of goes. I
see.
This will be better.
Yeah.
Build a stand.
Oh, okay.
Put it in there. I was just looking at it today. I just measured it before it came here. It's 2 feet.
We should just mount the turkey burner inside of it, inside your stand.
Yeah, well, mine's fucked, so I was gonna do that.
I see.
Because mine, when I put the barrel on there, and then the fucking leg gave out.
I see.
So, because I had also a turkey deep fryer.
Right, just the Canadian Tire or whatever.
Right, and it just fucking crumbled. So mine's all fucked. So I'm gonna take. I was thinking I'll just take a tiger torch, but yeah, we could also just mount that fucking thing under there.
I see.
And then life will be good. Put some fucking decent legs under the pitch.
Problem solved.
So then you don't have fucking 80 fucking liters of water tip over and scald some.
Fuck, I gotta get my chicken plucker off the roof of the barn too. You don't have that, do you?
No.
It's probably still in my barn.
We do have one, but I'm pretty sure it's not yours.
Oh, okay.
It is not on the roof of a barn, though.
No.
You can bring it too if you want to.
Well, I don't think so. There's only so much. The bottleneck is never plucking.
Right.
The bottlenecking is always gutting. So Wednesday night.
That's when the clan comes over.
We're going. They're all in. The chickens are all in Rio Grande.
Oh, okay.
We didn't bring them over. So I'm taking all the equipment. We have all the equipment. We take it there, and I'm the killing guy. Nobody else has the stomach for that. So
Right.
set up my kill station. I'll be covered head to toe in blood.
Right.
Even though those cones, like they're supposed to be like they contain everything or whatever, but by the
You had
time-
bought a bunch of those, didn't you?
Yeah,
Again, after you lost your first set.
but even with those, like we find when you do 100 of them, like it's a fucking massacre, right? It's just blood
Oh,
everywhere.
fuck
So,
it, absolutely, it is. I just used the twine and just fucking slip hanging by twine, and I don't know.
oh, they get to
They're
flapping and
they
beating,
do.
they get bruised up or whatever. So I do like the cones for that. Oh wow.
Hmm.
What do you think of the cigar?
It's mighty fine. Only halfway too. That's a
It is thick.
that's
though,
like
eh?
a 3-hour.
That's like a Guinness of cigars.
4-hour burn. It is good though. Like lips haven't gone numb yet,
No.
so
Yeah.
I did quite a bit of chatting earlier on. I had to relight it,
Yeah, that gets away on a guy. Hey,
so
I'm not doing the Winston Churchill thing. I'm just ashing it.
you're not letting her go.
I'm not gonna let it ruin a pair of fucking good pants. that
I know,
way.
right? Or burn a hole. in
These
the
pants,
chair.
these are the pants I bought at the thrift store, and I found $60 in the pocket.
Really?
Yeah, I was like sorting through shit, and I was like, I always check the pockets because you make sure there's not a hole in it or something like that. Oh, fuck,
Wonder.
there's $60 in there. Sweet.
Maybe.
That's how we paid for our ducks this year.
Oh, you felt you needed ducks, did you? We got 6 ducks. Too.
I didn't. No.
Okay. Well, maybe we don't have any ducks. That kite was fucking. I didn't actually see a duck after I left.
Oh, I see.
Maybe we have no
Oh,
ducks.
well,
We
I
had
mean,
6.
they would be bait for sure. But yeah, no, the wife wanted ducks, and so she got some hatching eggs. We hatched a whole fucking slew, or we ran a whole slew in the incubator, and only 2 of them hatched. And then she went and got some that had been hatched already, some ducklings. And so now I think we're up to 6 ducks. So, with no purpose, no intent. Like, I'm not sure what the end game is. If they can get to fall and they're still alive, great.
Well, did you guys eat a bunch of ducks in the old home country or what? Were you guys always hammering down on duck?
No,
No.
pheasant. We ate a lot of pheasant.
See, because Buddy was asking me, he's like, "What do we actually do with ducks?" Because he wanted ducks, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, I'm pretty sure they fucking eat them for like Easter or something." What the hell? When the hell do they eat a duck? Isn't there like a special time to eat a duck?
Is there?
I don't know. I thought so. Don't they eat duck and Babe?
Probably. Eat everything but the pig.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
what the hell day was that?
Probably Christmas. Christmas duck.
Christmas goose,
Oh, Christmas goose.
and then a turkey.
What does
on
the internet
Thanksgiving.
say? You guys
I don't
know as well
When the
as
hell
we
are you
do.
supposed to eat a
When are
duck?
you supposed to eat a duck? Yeah.
Because you cook a ham too at Christmas.
Is it Easter? Is it
Easter.
Easter duck?
Easter? Oh no, I think you cook a ham at Easter too.
Thanksgiving duck? If I know.
You're supposed to eat turkey then.
Not in other cultures, maybe.
Hmm.
Maybe there's a holiday we're not thinking of. Yom
Well,
Kippur.
the Chinese eat the
Yom
duck,
Kippur.
the Peking duck. They're
Yeah.
always eating fucking ducks.
Yeah. Is it really a duck?
It looks like a duck.
Huh.
Huh. Yeah, no, I never. Well, yeah, because he asked me, he's like, "What do you do with them?" I said, "I'm pretty sure you eat them."
Yeah,
I just don't know.
I've had duck.
Do you
times.
do you pluck a duck
You do pluck a duck, yeah.
same way as a chicken?
Yeah.
They don't have like the same feathers. Their feathers are more like
No, but like you still run them through the plucker or
just
whatever.
dunk them and hammer them through the plucker. Huh.
I
I've
assume
never
so.
handled it.
I assume so.
I've never been in.
I've only eaten it a couple times, and I think it's really fatty, kind of greasy, I guess. But
I'm not sure I've ever eaten duck.
we'll see. Yeah, I asked the wife. I said, "What's your plan? Like, what's your plan in October? Like, will they're like they've got those big webbed feet or whatever? Like, are those fucking things gonna freeze in the snow or whatever?" She's like, "I don't know." So, was Kristen got ducks? I think you use it for eggs as well. Yeah, the eggs taste like shit. They're very rich.
You've eaten some? Everybody raves about the
Yeah,
duck
they're
eggs.
very rich. They're very like nutrient dense or whatever. They're good for baking, I guess. They make your cakes fluffy or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I know people are trying to like
But if
hammer
you-
down on like
You
high
fry
dollar dozen eggs.
you fry a duck egg like it's just like it's like eating 2 eggs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never.
So
Someone told me you could eat emu eggs too. They're like you just look like Wilma fucking.
oh gosh, man, like
You just-
that'd be.
Fucking 2-hand that thing on the sink. And
I seen a guy on the
Crack
internet
it
the other
open,
day. He
it's-
made like a deviled egg out of an emu egg.
oh, really?
Oh yeah, you're not eating one of those. Like that's like a family platter, right?
What a nightmare that must
Yeah.
have been. I mean, I'd give it because because someone asked me too. They said, "What are you going to do with your emus?" I said, "Well, if one of these fuckers lays an egg, I'm going to eat the fucking I want to eat the egg, and then I actually want to eat the fucking emu too. Once, like not
once
their,
it lays,
but no, like no, like I guess I didn't do enough research, but I'm assuming it's not dissimilar to a cow. Like you don't eat the fucking cow right away; you eat the calf once it grows up and gets fat. So you don't eat the fucking emu; you eat the fucking emu once it grows a little bit.
You want to get like a juvenile one that's still tender.
Yeah, I don't know, like because I don't even know what the fuck a little emu looks like. Like I know what the big fuckers look like, and they're terrifying.
It's fucking ugly as hell, I think.
But I'm assuming like once they're whatever, like dimensionally fucking proportionate to the oven, you shove it in there. I don't know.
Man, well, how long would an emu take to get to 30 pounds?
Right? Because fuck, I don't know.
2 weeks?
Yeah, they're probably fucking born at hatched out at 8 pounds.
Colonel Sanders, that motherfucker.
Because I know
2-week fucking chickens.
I know some of the folks that come to get feed, they want to check out the funny farm. So we walk up there and they're like, "Well, what are you going to do?" And I said, "Well, I don't really want to eat them because they're the first 2 I ever bought,
right?
And I was hoping they would lay an egg or whatever. But I'll for sure give a go at eating their babies."
They're like the fucking pandas in the fucking San Francisco Zoo, though. They won't procreate.
Yeah, they're not doing too much, so I don't know if
it's a wonder though that they don't lay an egg. Like, well, even if it's not fertilized, you'd think they would lay an egg.
Our problem's been since we had them, we don't have the infrastructure to have everything separate. So, and the couple that I was talking to today, she said that the male lays on the egg for about 45 days.
Okay.
They don't have an opportunity to nest because they're in with 4 steers.
Right.
So
they can't get quiet.
So I'm assuming that's what's going on. Also, we when they're in with the steer feed is pretty intense because we have the Wagyu and we're trying to fucking feed them the Wagyu ration so the meat turns out the way it's supposed to.
Right. So you think you have Wagyu emu? So they're super obese and diabetic.
No, what I'm getting at is
like fat people fuck and they can't have babies.
Monenson was originally one of its original creations was for chickens.
Okay.
Rumensin is quite high in that feed.
Right.
So I fucking look. I was like, what the fuck is an emu? A giant chicken.
Sure.
Obviously, fucking this is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And for 2 years, I never paid it any attention until I asked the guy at Master Feeds, the rep, and I was like, "Can emus have Monensin?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, no, I don't know. Fuck, I have no idea. We don't. I don't really need.
Not really intended for that."
So I hammered down on Google right away. Highly toxic to emus.
Oh, no way.
So I was like, "Well, what the fuck?"
Well, obviously not that toxic.
I've been feeding this to the emus for 2 fucking years.
Yeah.
They're super happy, healthy, friendly.
Yeah.
They're not sick or nothing. But so we fucking stopped that protocol right away. Because maybe I cooked them fucking internally, and they can't have a fucking egg.
Boil the dick off that emu.
Right. Well, I don't know. Fuck. I didn't. I mean, it's a funny thing to think like, oh, I'll ask the feed guy. Well, fuck, he doesn't know any more than you do, right? I mean, he's learning just as much as you are.
Right.
Fuck, this was a fucking town kid.
Right.
I don't know. I mean,
it's crazy, even how the so-called experts, are still just figuring it out.
Yeah, we're just, like I said, I reached out to them after, and I was like, holy shit. Anyway, it's fairly highly toxic, so we've stopped that. And
now you know.
Now we know. So we gotta get ourselves some more panels, freestanding panels, because that keeps the emus in.
Give them a secluded spot.
Get them their own space this winter, because it's a February March thing, and I don't think they only lay like 1 or 2 eggs. I think.
And they lay in February or March.
So
that's chili beans.
We got to get them a spot, and so this year too, when we went on our holiday, and my mom and dad were staying at the place, I talked to my dad, and he said, "No, Phil's up there, and he is nesting. Like he hasn't moved for quite a few days,
right?"
And I think he was like building a nest and getting it ready, but then Rosie never did lay an egg. I'm assuming just because of the stress of being around the steer.
I see.
Because at that time there was 5 steers and 2 emus in the same pen. And it's not a very big pen, right? It's like 4 panels by 3 panels by 4, and then the lean-to, right? So it's not.
Yeah, again, you probably wouldn't want to have a baby if it's going to get trampled on, right?
Right, absolutely, right. So every time you get comfortable, some fucking
steer
walks by and shoves his ass in your face, and you're just like, okay, fuck this.
Just shitting everywhere.
Right, I'm not doing this today.
I see.
Well, once we get our shit figured out, we should be able to I will cook one for
There's
sure.
so much egg salad.
Because there wasn't like there's been.
How many hours do you think I cook an emu egg for?
I don't know. Is it like by the pound?
I don't know.
Like when you cook a turkey. You
Like
just-
we cooked a turkey egg here a couple weeks back, and I cooked it for like 17 minutes.
Oh really?
I don't even. I made that up though. Like I don't know.
Like a hard boiled egg?
Yeah.
Was it hard boiled?
Yeah.
Or could it used another minute?
No, it was perfect.
Okay.
But I think like so if it's something you got something that says in football, like what is that, like an hour and 10 minutes or like, or would it get overcooked on the outside and still be raw on the inside? You know, like a pizza pocket, or just
I don't know because the shells are fairly thick too, right? So yeah, like.
or do you got to just break it and just fucking scramble the bridge?
Well, you say this guy made a fucking double leg out of it, so he must
yes,
have.
but I didn't watch the how-to video.
He must have hammered it down.
I don't know the time. Yeah,
Well, I'll
maybe
definitely.
a sous vide it, maybe a slow cook it or whatever.
I'll have to figure that out. I was more because when was it like we used to take field trips to the ostrich farm. So let's say like early 90s, there was like a huge shift where they believed that emu and ostrich would take over
It was going to
from
be the new beef. Yeah,
in the Western world.
Right.
Obviously, we know that didn't
I
happen.
mean, any marketing pitch would say that though, right? Like,
But when I talk to some folks that come through that still raise ostrich and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, it's an excellent meat, excellent jerky, excellent. I'll make all sorts of things out of it: ground meat, steaks, whatever."
Right.
When you look at someone like fucking Phil, like dimensionally, that fucker, and when you cook, like when you look at conversion, I'm pretty sure. I don't know where the hell you'd cut the fucking leg at, but I'm pretty sure that thing is all meat.
right?
Like there would be no poundage getting rid of the neck, the head, the legs from
Because it's all bone.
say the knee down,
Right.
but they're heavy.
Right.
So to fire that fucking emu in a fucking oven, well, you wouldn't be able to. You'd have to cook it like a fucking pig roast.
Yeah, you'd have to dice it up.
But well, I mean, I wouldn't. I'd want to fucking keep it whole.
Oh, you'd want to rotisserie that
Oh,
fucking thing?
yeah, or dig a fucking hole like a pig and fire them in there.
Yeah, yeah.
And cover them and let them cook for fucking 5 hours. Because apparently there's quite a thick like
Like a
2
fat
inch
layer.
oil over them. So you let. I mean, can you imagine? Like it just sounds delicious.
Be
Just let
crispy.
all that melt and
Sure.
boil and cook and oh, it'd be good.
Interesting.
I'm sure it'd be good. It might not be.
I wonder what is the flavor profile of an emu? Like, would it be comparable to chicken or turkey? Or would it be like
Well, they said it was going to take over as the red meat, so I guess
be more like a goose or something?
you'd think it would be almost more of a. Well, because it's so like I don't know if it'd be stringy either. Like it's so dense.
Yeah.
Like even when you cut, I bought some turkeys from a guy years ago, and I was like, oh, I want because I was making all the feed for him, and I said, save me your biggest one because he had 100 turkeys to do.
Yeah.
And this thing was like 34 pounds, and the fucking breast was like 8.5 pounds. It was like
Holy.
a loaf of bread, and it almost wasn't even stringy. Like you could almost like slice it like a loaf.
Right.
So I'm assuming an emu,
Very
especially if it ends
fine
up being
fine grain meat, eh?
being gray meat, not white like it's probably like more comparable to a beef or something.
I see.
Maybe not at all. I don't know.
Huh.
I'll have to figure that out one day when I cook one,
When it's time.
if I can ever get him to lay an egg.
Yeah. And then when's too old to eat them?
Well, I'm assuming Phil and Rosie are well past their prime.
Right. Like they'd be like grind them and make emu sausage.
Emu sausage, jerky. I don't know.
Right.
I can't. I'll have to ask a butcher or do some research. I don't know.
Probably not the kind of thing you're doing on your kitchen countertop grinding. Well, what would it weigh? 300 pounds?
No, I don't. I doubt it because we can still lift them. Like when they get out, you chase that son of a bitch.
You're lifting a fucking emu?
Oh, it is fucking. It's
Oh, that'd be
absolutely
scary.
It's wild because they got claws on them like this fucking long. But
Oh.
Phil and Rosie are really friendly.
Right.
They just. I don't know if I told you about New Year's. Did I tell you about New Year's?
No.
Okay, so New Year's, we try to fire off fireworks around 10, 11, right? So the little one can see it too.
Yeah.
And then get the kids to bed. So Corey bought all these fireworks, cold as shit too.
Sure.
We're outside. There's like a 25 shot fucking. So she lights it, bang, bang, bang. So we're 3 shots into 25.
Right.
And the fucking, because we're right outside our house, and
Yeah.
right across the road is the fucking emus.
Right.
The insanity starts. They
I
do
bet.
not like fireworks. I never even thought of this.
Hypersensitive.
They do not like fireworks.
Okay.
So we're 3 shots into 25 or 30 or whatever the fucking box is. That emu knocked the fucking gate right off of the panel, like lifted up. And it ran so fast like the fucking Roadrunner, blew right through the other gate. It was icy as shit.
Yeah.
Wiped out on the road, slid across the road, bailed over the fucking snowbank, which we had piled up to make this ice rink on the other lawn,
Yeah.
and just took off towards the reserve to the north.
No way.
Fucking gone. So Phil, I have no idea where Phil is. He's
Go Thunderbird.
fucking gone. Rosie is also right behind him, just bolting. The steers, the rabbits, the goats, the pigs, everybody else is enjoying the show. The fucking emus have gone completely fucking berserk.
Yeah.
I've also mellowed out quite a bit over the last couple of years. So I looked at the kids super calmly, minus 38 or 32 or whatever the fuck it was. I said, can you please take your sister inside? Watch the fireworks on TV. I'm going to go find a flashlight.
Right.
And your mother and I will be in, well, I guess, whenever the fuck we get in.
Sometime tomorrow when we get anything.
We're bundled up, snow boots, ski pants, massive jackets, headlights, and I'm trying to track this fucking emu through the snow like a quarter mile through the fucking field, and the snow's like up to but they got long legs too, so
Sure.
slow him down.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Corey found Rosie right away. Apparently, she's like, "Fuck this, I'm going back." So she did come back, and then we found Phil on the other side of the bush, sort of just hanging around like an idiot. But
And then
do not launch fucking fireworks around an emu. They do not like it.
But they're not a herd animal, so like, how do you?
I think they are, because they call them a mob.
So you can herd them back. Like you can get behind them and like.
No,
and they'll go, or did you have to pick up this fucking emu and trudge back?
no. There's no way you could have picked him up. He was so fucking wild. We did get him like. He knew. I think like a chicken or whatever. They do know where home is.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Right. So. They knew like the general direction, but they don't want to. Of course, when they're like elevated like that, they don't want
They
to
got some
touch,
stress. Yeah.
right? Because another time in the summer of last year, it was basically one of the only times it rained. But these 2 idiots got out. And I don't know why either. It happened to be on the largest gravel haul the fucking West County ever experienced. So it was gravel truck after gravel truck after gravel truck. And this fucking guy was walking right down the middle of the highway.
Of course.
In the rain.
As you do.
So I'm like a quarter mile down the highway, dodging gravel trucks, trying to get Phil off the fucking road, at least into the ditch. And I was thinking, like, I wonder, I think I messaged her. I said, just bring this. We'll just finish this thing. Let's go get the fucking tool. We'll finish this fucking thing off right here. Because I can't. But he almost like turned, laughed, and been like, hey, fuck, I've had enough too. I'll go back. And then he walked down in the ditch, into the field, and walked back home.
Huh.
Just, yeah, sometimes it's not worth it.
Well, that's true. I've often wondered that about the pigs. Like, if the pigs get away, would they come back? Or
but you got it nice enough here. Like our boar and 2 sows, they're out now. We don't have them pinned up. No, they're just the hardware fence.
Ours got out like a couple weeks ago. It was like 10:30 at night. I was just getting into bed. I took a fella took his socks off and was just fucking, and then you're looking out, like you see a shadow at fucking grade running across. And how many things could that be, right?
Great.
Motherfucker, it's pigs. Right? And the words that a guy's wife will say to him when you're trying to get pigs in at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Like, it's like, am I even married to this person, or like, what's going on? But, yeah,
you're instantly deflecting and just putting blame where it does not belong.
Yeah,
no matter who you are, it's instantly somebody else's fucking fault.
Yeah, and it wasn't even really about fault necessarily, but it was more about how much effort the other person's putting in to getting the pigs. Sure. Are they standing in the right spot, or
right? For sure.
It was a show, but About 30 minutes, we got him back in and stapled the fence back up and went back in the house and apologized. So yeah, I couldn't imagine doing that with emus. That would.
Well, I'm a bit.
I don't know if our marriage could survive
I'm a bit
getting emus back in the pen.
whatever delusional or whatever about the way I want things to be, because when we looked out the other night and Muddy Buddy the boar was just fucking hanging around, walking around, and Corey was like, "Wow, fuck, I gotta go put the pigs in." I was like, "Fuck, just leave them out."
Right.
Like, so it is all perimeter fenced.
Right.
So everything's in its pen.
It's not going anywhere.
And then it's all perimeter fence. So we got the barbed wire, the hot wire, barbed wire, barbed wire, barbed wire.
Right.
Right. So I said, just fucking. I said, where's he gonna go? He's got the two ladies here, and they don't really want to go too far. And he's got now instead of only one waterer, he's got 3 to choose from. He's also got chickens to chase around now.
Sure.
He got some fucking goats to go chat with. He thinks he's a steer because he's half the fucking size of them anyways, because he's massive. So he wants to hang out with those guys anyways, probably talk about guy shit.
What would happen
So
if
let him go.
If you had a coyote come in, do you think they would bother the pigs? Or do you think like a boar like that would just send them back?
We fucking had, I told you this morning, we had one. He was just like, they were all just broing down, even with the coyote.
The coyote don't care.
Like, I don't know what the coyote left with. I assume now, after we were talking earlier, he probably left with 6 ducks.
Miniature goat.
Well, I think the goats were still in their pen, but I'm pretty sure this coyote did leave with fucking at least 1 to 6 ducks, because I didn't see the ducks.
Yeah.
But no, he fucking, I'm sure. Because they never cut his teeth either, so he's got tusks. So yeah,
Okay.
he'd finish that fucker off.
Yeah.
He would
split it in half.
I'm sure he's 600 pounds.
Yeah.
He would win. But even his lay on the
When are you supposed to nip them teeth, anyways? Like right away?
yeah, day 3.
Is that right? Eh?
But he was never done. I cut him. I put him in he was big enough to go in a fucking smaller cattle squeeze.
Right.
So I put him in there, and I did get him cut. But someone told me this was bizarre too. I said, well, what do you do with him now? He said, well, wait till it's about -40, and then go smack him with a baseball bat. And I looked straight at that guy, and I was just like,
For why?
well, break the teeth off.
Oh, okay. That seems like a.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing that. And I said, I don't even know fucking, like, if that's something I would say to people, because that seems highly, like, fucking inhumane.
Yeah.
We won't be. Like, what imagine just, like, hanging out one day, and you're just, like, eating, and someone smacks you in the fucking face with a baseball bat.
But a lot of trust gets lost immediately.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
But then I had this hippie guy, and he was like, you know what? If you go and buy a bunch of dope edibles, just pound him full of edibles, and then just walk in there, he'll be laid out. You can just go and. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Well, you saw them off?
Yeah, saw him off or get bolt cutters. I got the saw thinger. I think that'd be because I
Like
cut
it's
him
just
with.
like the cable that you
Yeah.
just saw horns with.
I cut him with just side cutters, but I only got the ends because they were going back in and he was bleeding. So I got
see.
the ends nipped off, but I want to get him cut
Interesting.
because he's like he doesn't have decades left to live, right? I mean
You don't think?
he's got a few. Well, he probably would, but for as far as breeding and
I
everything,
don't know. Our pigs only live for like 20 years.
I never
I don't know either.
looked into that. But I just assume he's so massive. Like, fuck, he's
gonna have
so the boars are big, or the sows are big too.
gonna have
but-
congestive heart failure.
yeah, I mean, he's a mess. Like,
Right.
he's fun, and he's not aggressive or anything. But
Right.
I don't think he's got a decade left.
Because the sows are mean more so, right?
No, well, they can be, I suppose, but ours aren't.
Yours aren't.
Everything was fairly loved where it came from, and it's been
Right.
fairly loved where it is. So
Well, that's
it's
good.
all that's all right. But I definitely don't want to hurt him. Then the last they said, well, wait till he's breeding, and then you can while he's breeding, he like whatever happens to a pig, they just like forget about life,
Right. It's so good in that moment that
and
anything
you can
happens.
just do whatever. And I was like, well, I don't even know.
That'd be
'Cause
some.
you just just run into a fucking pork orgy and start fucking chopping bones off.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know. Fuck.
That's dicey.
I'm not sure about that either.
I feel like somebody ran up on me while I was doing that.
Well, you know what? You
I'd
gotta-
probably get a little snappy.
Yeah, it's not my thing either. Like, well, ruin his good time. Fuck. I mean,
It's
whatever,
against the
right?
bro code.
Yeah, well, someone comes blowing in and starts cutting your hair when you're fucking mid pump or whatever. Like, I don't know. Fuck. This is another time for this. like,
Could we reschedule this
Right,
for
this-
another day?
Just let me have this. Right?
Yeah.
You haven't been around
Yeah.
all year. Just let me have this one fucking time.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll talk about cutting my teeth later or whatever. So I'm very much I don't know, like a Dr. Doolittle guy. I just kind of want to let things be. I like that it all lives together. I'm a big fan of that. Like open all the gates, chickens, goats, pigs, emus. Everybody's just throwing down. Coyote comes rolling in, fucking gets confused. About I don't know what.
Yeah, that's wild.
And then leaves.
We're the opposite. Like we've got pigs in one spot, we've got sheep in another spot, chickens in one spot, turkeys and ducks are the only thing that are really together. And yeah, we have the opposite. Like the coyote come in and they just take something.
Right. But you're like way more spread out than we are. Like, cause you got cows, you got sheep,
I guess
shit. Like
it's not all
everything
it's
we
not
have
all in the yard site. Yeah.
Everything we have is in like 11 acres.
Right.
Everything you have is spread over like 140.
The whole quarter. Yeah.
So
yeah. No, that's true. They got room to shop.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I say, when you go fucking blowing in there, it's like it's either going to be like a mass fucking massacre shooting in the confined space, or it's going to be here it's like a sniper situation. Just
right.
Run it, pluck what you want out.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I don't even know what to get next. We need to get more shit. We should have more stuff.
Well, what do you got now? You got pigs, you got steers, you got goats, you got turkeys, you got chickens,
emus,
you got ducks, you got emus,
rabbits.
Like what's left on the homestead bingo card that you don't have?
Well, I'd like to get a couple more lambs back.
Okay,
or alpacas. I don't know which one. I was trying to figure out the difference. I wanted to fucking.
You get like a buffalo.
I wanted to. Well, I was gonna get the what are muskox or whatever.
Muskox. Well, that'd be like. Don't they taste like taint?
Well, someone I think out in Grovedale has them.
Is that right?
Yeah. Because I know. Well, my little guy, he doesn't even think he wants to be a grain farmer. He wants to be a cattleman, but not a cowboy. He wants boots and buckles and hats. He just wants to be like a fucking own cows.
Right.
So we were looking through everything, and then I got back because I want to get like Highland cows. Because I told him too, and he's like, Dad, what would you get? And I said, well, don't take any advice from me because I would get like Highland, Jersey,
sure,
Belted Galloway, fucking mini Hereford, mini Jersey,
all the cool stuff.
I'd get something like I'd fucking get one that we could paint blue and have a fucking big blue ox
painted blue.
Yeah, like I'd just get whatever, right?
Right.
So
don't belted Galloway.
Right? If you want something, and we've had them in the past. We've had Speckles and Galloways and Jerseys.
Yeah.
I said, well, but I said that's not a good financial decision. Like you need, unless you want to do one hell of a job marketing,
right?
Then, like if you're just looking for throughput,
you better have a real good website.
Exactly, right? Yeah. But because he said, well, what do you do with these guys? I said and he was looking at mini Highlands.
Right.
I said, there's more value in photos than there is.
Sure, there is
in the meat itself. Right.
Yeah.
Like when you sell this thing for $7,200 to somebody who wants a fucking cow that's fucking 80 pounds and looks like a teddy bear.
Yeah.
That's the value. If you can't hit that 1 in a million market, then your potential revenue plummets to like 98 cents a pound.
Right.
So maybe go to Papa's house because he's a cattle producer and ask him. If you want good advice,
splash more.
Go talk to him. Oh, I should get another ice cube. I never got one. But we'll see what he does. That's kind of where my daughter went with her Wagyus, right? She never. You said that too. Remember when you said that?
I forewarned you.
You said that. You said that like an hour ago.
Yeah,
that would happen.
Slow release.
I forgot that. Now I look like an idiot again.
No,
whatever.
Drinking whiskey at the water park.
Exactly. That is what it is.
Yeah.
We get by. What did we miss here? Oh.
Kristen has no desire for the ducks. Seems like a nightmare in winter. I think it will be. We're gonna have to make a decision somewhere in October.
Well, you put them in your barn because you're gonna have water and power then.
Well, yeah, but do I want fucking ducks splashing and making a mess in the winter in
course
the
you do.
barn? Of course I don't, right? No, like the barn, I have a whole plan for the barn in the wintertime. That's where I'm going to put my old truck.
Yeah, but is that the wife's plan?
No, her plan is to get ducks.
I'd get the
We now
ducks.
have ducks.
Fuck
but
that truck.
I feel
You don't even have it back. I was looking for it when I got here.
no, yeah. It's so the mechanic went to Alaska for
Oh, that's fucking handy.
for a month. So, yeah, for the folks that don't know, I bought a 1976 Ford F-250, the dream truck, but it's got to pass an inspection. I didn't have to pass inspection. I could do two things. I could get regular insurance on it and make it go through an inspection and make sure that it is safe for the children.
Sure.
Or I could get like antique insurance where it's like you drive it once a week or a couple times a month or whatever in the summertime only for shows and parades and things like that. And I thought, well, you know what? If a guy wants to just run it to town and it's not for a parade, I just want regular insurance on it. And I do really want it to be completely safe. The family's in it.
Right.
Like I want their buy-in. Right. Like this is my midlife crisis project. I want it to be safe for the family. So we'll get an inspection on it. And I knew it needed brake work. It needed more brake work than I really was ready to put into it, but that's fine. But yeah, the mechanic went to Alaska for a fucking month. So he said, well, do you need it right away? And I said, well, I waited 20 some years for the truck. So what's another month, right? To get it done right.
It's
So
deadly that it's smoking out colors almost though. That was like you couldn't have found a fucking more
the old
unique truck.
Cookies and cream. And when I get it back, I don't know if I'll get permission to do this or if I'm just gonna do it and just get shit for it. But I'm gonna repaint that truck.
Oh shit. I think you should.
So it's got like on the side, it's not white. It's not white paint. It's a decal that they put on in the 70s. So the whole truck is actually that chocolate brown.
Okay.
With a white decal on it. So I'm going to strip that decal off, tape it all off, and I'm actually going to paint the white strip on it. There's a full two-tone. And I'm not keen on the brown, the metallic brown.
Right.
So I'm going to go with metallic copper. I think that would be way sharper.
Well, I mean that paint technology has come like a long ways. You throw some metallic in there, like
you think paint technology, like it's gonna get a beauty tone,
right?
Home hardware.
Well,
rattle can deal, but there's gonna be a lot of tape and there's gonna be.
But it doesn't. What I'm saying, it doesn't have to be like you might think that right now, but when you go there with your idea and you're like, well, can you actually make this paint? They're like, oh yeah, fuck, absolutely we can.
Oh yeah.
So then you're like, fuck, okay, well I'll get a fucking $65 fucking paint sprayer and I'll get a fucking 4 gallons of this. It's infinitely cheaper than your fucking spray bombs.
I think it'll be like $2,000 to paint the whole truck.
And here you go, bang bang.
Yeah.
And then you get some fucking 10,000 grit fucking sandpaper. And by the time you're done with this fucking thing,
it might not be 10,000. It might be 2,000 grit.
It might fucking right. You'll have. So you shouldn't even. Yeah, you should get that fucking pearl white, and then because like I'm sure that shit isn't $1 million fucking dollars, right? Like you just whip in there.
I'm gonna go heirloom white, and that'll match or very very close to the original color of the white.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that.
It's like a cream.
You don't want it to be original. You want it to be like original 2026 version of original.
Oh, it'll be sharp for sure. It will be sharp.
You don't want it to be like fucking white out white.
No, it won't be white. It'll be heirloom white, which is like an off white. It's like a cream.
But it needs to be like pearl white. Wow. With the fucking shiny shit in it.
Pearl white, that's harder to find. Unless you're spending big bucks.
YouTube. And then you just put it in the thing, you dump the white, you dump the fucking shit in there, you mix it up, you put it in your paint sprayer.
Some acetone and some hardener. And I gotta put anchors on both sides of the wall here and hang tarps.
Oh shit.
I build my own paint booth in here.
Absolutely. Or you could fucking run it over to fucking Jimmy Bob's over there because he has a paint booth.
Who's Jimmy Bob?
Just on the fucking he's got a YouTube channel. I just checked it out and it's fucking sick. Because I drove my old International over there.
Who's this guy?
And he the fuck is his name? Brian? I don't know.
Everybody's named Brian in the county of Grand Prairie.
He's like fucking like North America famous for fucking his bodywork.
Really?
Yeah. But he only works on things I think he said older than 70s. What year's that truck?
76.
He said he only does stuff maybe older than 80 or older than 70s.
Yeah.
Because I took that Yellow International over there, and he's like, "Yeah, 20 grand." He said, "I can he won't be showroom, but we'll get a good start on it." I was like, "Ew, fuck."
I think that'd be a lot of money.
But like just the paint part, like, you know, if a guy fucking smashed together alive, got some cheaper suits, and went to town on this fucking thing,
my wife's watching our YouTube right now, so I might be in trouble.
stripped it right down, and then loaded it on the fucking trailer, because he has a paint booth in his shop, and his shit is like pearl metallic.
I think that would be very cool.
What the fuck is his name?
But if I don't know, I've seen some body shop guys where they're like, "Hey, this guy brought me this truck," and they sanded it themselves, thinking they were going to save some money on their paint job. And then the body shop guys are like, "What did you sand this with? A fucking rock?"
Well, I'm just talking about stripping it. Just get it down to base.
Yeah.
Because even some
it doesn't really have much rust on it, right? So I won't actually strip it down. I won't strip it down to bare metal or anything, right? Like, really all you need to do is go down to like just to scuff it to make it stick, right?
You would have seen this fucking guy, I'm sure. He wears a fucking dope hat. He wears like a fucking top hat.
No way.
Right. I'm gonna break
like in real life or just on his YouTube channel?
It's not called a top hat, but it's like an English fucking almost top hat.
Like a bowler?
If you want to call it that.
He's got a round top on it?
Yeah,
or a square top?
Got
okay.
Round.
I feel like that would be a guy you'd recognize if you've seen him.
I'm sure you would have seen him. I think his old lady worked at the bank or something.
No way.
How do you get to your subscriptions? Here we go. I'll fucking show you right now here.
Anyways, that truck might have to live in the barn over the winter time. Because I don't want it to get full of mice.
Subscribe to the poor fucker. Who the fuck is Luca?
But it was fun. Anyway, so for the couple weeks I had it floating around here before it went to the shop. I think our kids ate ice cream like every single day. We would drive to town, we get ice cream. They would have the time of their life, and now they're always asking like, "When's the ice cream truck coming back? When's the ice cream truck coming back?" So when the mechanic comes back, we get it back. It needed a windshield. That was the deal. It went to Ford to get a Ford windshield put in, and they broke the windshield while they were installing it. So he took it to an actual glass shop and ordered a windshield, and it's getting put in. And so it's got a 460 in it, lots of jazz,
lots of fuel.
So it needs, well, whatever. What doesn't burn lots of fuel these days, right?
That's true.
The thing is, if it's got lots of jam, it needs lots of stopping power.
What the hell is that guy's name? Why? I don't know why he's not in my.
Wife said there's coyotes howling right now.
That is not handy.
Not handy? What's not handy?
No, the coyotes.
The coyotes are not handy. Don't.
Oh, I didn't. How come I didn't subscribe to his?
I told the wife that the other day too. Like, we were talking about, like, should you replace the animals that we lost here because of the coyotes? And I said no. Like, we shouldn't until we solve that problem. But when I was out in Edson, I was talking to an old fella out there, and they had sheep for a number of years, and he said, like, once the coyotes got the taste of the sheep, it was like 2 years until they killed enough of them that they destroyed the memory of the sheep. And then they stopped coming for them, right? So the guy might actually have to disperse the sheep for a bit just to starve them out.
How the hell would I find this guy?
I don't know. I think you probably have to know his username, right?
Damn it.
He's not in your subscribers?
He wasn't. I was just watching some of his videos the other day. I'm not sure why it's not coming up.
I've been watching every video on YouTube on how to spray bomb a truck. So you can buy a Rust-Oleum turbo can now. It's like a half gallon of paint. It's a super huge, tall can. Like 6 cans of paint. You can paint your whole vehicle. So if you had like a Honda Civic or something, you wanted to redo it. For like $200, you can paint the whole car. then you just use like a 2K hard and clear coat on it. It just shines it right up, looks right up down.
Interesting.
But it's no pearl white, that's for sure.
Blair.
Blair.
Not Brian. Blair.
Blair.
Here we go. Fuck.
Swami Samsonite? What? I was way off.
Blair. The Blair Witch Project. Yeah, not looking for that fucking phone. Won't be able to find it anyways. What the hell would this thing be called?
I have no idea. What's his last name?
Oh, that's a good question.
He's just out by Hythe or what?
Yeah. So
Is
when you're coming,
Is it the guy that lives in like on the other side of the industrial park?
Yeah.
Like kind of where the river.
right there, yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I stopped there years ago.
The Body Smith.
A pretty big hobby of mine back in the day, and I've all but given up on it now. But I would go find like old abandoned homesteads or like old cars that would be like laid in the bush or whatever, and I'd go photograph them, right? And I drove by his place one time and I seen like a 1929 Dodge car or something.
Okay.
So I stopped in there and said, "Hey, can I take a photo of this car?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, you can, but like, don't tell anybody where this is or whatever." I think he valued his privacy quite a bit, right? And shit, like once you get through the gate, like he's got Studebakers and he's got Fords and he's got Dodges and he's got all these old cars from the 20s.
That's
and 30s
the fucking dude in the orange shirt there. So he's
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, you
Right,
bet.
yeah.
That is the guy.
Anyways, the fucking.
So he's a painter, eh? I didn't know that.
Fucking like, yeah, man. He's got like fucking. Well, he would get 12,000 fucking subscribers.
Okay, well,
He's like a fucking auto.
He's a big
But
deal.
he's had shit in the Vegas car show and everything.
No way.
Like he does like top shelf shit. I'm not sure.
Probably out of my league.
I'm not sure you'd get the sign off from Mama Bear there, but whatever.
I don't think I'd
you
get
never
signed
know.
up for that, but
One day you just load.
I want to give it the old. You know who Derek Bieri is? Vice Grip Garage. That's a guy you got to watch.
Vice Grip.
Vice Grip Garage. So that he just goes. He'll buy a vehicle sight unseen, like an old square body Chevy or Denside Ford, or he'll buy a Camaro or whatever. He'll just buy it sight unseen, and he shows up. He brings a battery and a fuel filter and some spark plugs, and he'll buy these vehicles that haven't ran in like 20 years. Pour gas down the carb, and just get them running, and then bring them to the shop and fix them up and sell them or whatever. Fuck, he's such a good-natured, like well-charactered guy. Like, it's just a joy to watch, right?
Interesting.
And that's the one thing he says is like, I'm not trying to win any car shows. I'm not trying to, I just want, like, when you come out of bingo and you see it from 50 feet away, he might be like, "Oh, golly, is that your rig?" kind of thing.
Right.
That's what he says. And that's kind of what a guy wants to accomplish.
Well, it's no different.
I don't want it to look like, it can look like shit, but it can't look like dog shit.
Well, it's no different than like the whiskey collector, right? There's the three, right? There's the collector, the taster, and the reseller.
Right.
So, yeah, if you're gonna have and I was watching another guy. He was a farm YouTuber, but he's got a nice Ford truck, and it's got a dent here and a rock chip there, and people, you read through the comments, they're like, "Oh, I can't believe you fucking drive that thing. What the fuck?" And he says over and over again, "What the fuck did I buy it for? Of course I want to drive it, right? Right?
Yeah.
Same with the whiskeys. What do we buy them for? Obviously, we're going to try them.
Well, there's that thing like, well, that's why we can't have nice things, right? Well, I want to have nice. I want to use nice things.
Absolutely, right?
I don't want to just have nice things and then it just sit there on display. And
you got to appreciate it, right? I mean, there's no point in buying, a box of cigars and being like, "Yeah, no, this box of cigars is 20 years old, never opened."
Never opened. Well, what's that? What's the flex?
Sweet,
there? Right? I want to taste it.
Right? Like, did you ever try one or whatever? Right?
That's the same thing.
Got a truck and never drove it.
I want to turn the key.
Perfect.
And I want it to go whoom, whoom, whoom.
Right?
I want to smell that the carb is running too rich, and and the noise it makes.
Right.
And it's in a different. it's in a whole different realm now than when, like, the first truck I owned was a 73. And that's why I bought this one, is because I wanted to get like something similar to my first truck,
Sure.
but for different reasons, right? Because now I can look in the rearview mirror and I can see the look on my kid's face when
Sure.
that thing just goes, when I step on the gas and they just go like this and like, oh, and they just get
Right.
excited, right? And they're licking their little ice creams in the back, and like it's just a whole different level of joy.
Stop
right?
at the stop sign and they're confused why it didn't shut off.
yeah.
Right? Dad, why is it still rumbling?
Yeah.
Right? Because this is from
So-
when simpler times.
Right. Why is it so hot in here? Well, because there's no air conditioning, right? You got to crack the windows. Well, there's no button back here. Oh no, you got to roll these things back, right?
Right?
You know, so it's a different kind of joy.
So, no.
But I think, I don't know. The way I think Carmen was a little bit. She wasn't sure if it was a good idea or not.
Of course, it was a good idea.
But yeah, I think once it's back and we take a few trips with it, we're not going to go far with it. We're not going to drive it to Edmonton or anything like that. But back and forth, a couple weekend outings, drive it up to Spring Lake, do some fishing, that kind of thing, right?
Right.
Have an ice cream on the way home. It's going to be right uptown.
Well, I would definitely whatever once you get going, and I would rethink the paint. Maybe talk to Blair, right, local guy. Not that he needs to do the work, but I'm pretty sure he'd have a wealth of fucking knowledge
Yeah.
beyond what's sitting in these two fucking chairs right now.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
So,
I painted my first truck myself.
well, I've done some work. I painted that cockshut tractor.
And I did it in my grandpa's shop, actually. And I went to co-op and I got all the paint and I did it all myself. And then it was a friend of my Uncle Ron's, actually. Cody Calvert was his name. He's dead now, but like everybody from that generation. But he was a professional painter, actually. And he'd come by, and I don't know, like, if he was just trying to give a young guy, words of encouragement or whatever. But he did say, like, "Oh, you actually did a really good job if I'm painting this truck." So I don't know. I feel like I still could do a really good job myself, but
It's always like, yeah. Well, I know when I did that cockshut tractor, it was something that wasn't needed, it wasn't required. There was no time crunch to it.
yeah, you can take your time.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I did know my limitations because once you got into it and you're like, well, fuck. Because that whole thing started by, like, the irony of it was, what is that, a 19...
Maybe 60 something.
I thought it maybe was, I was going to say 71, but it certainly could be through the 60s. But it has, I think, 8 wires really, like, through it, like, say, down to the engine, to the starter area. That was the only thing we've owned to date that had an electrical fire.
Really?
And it fucking, like, I was driving and the cab filled right up with electrical wire coating.
Just stink.
And I just bailed out of there. Of course, it didn't burn too long because there's 8 wires. But I was like, what the fuck? And then, of course, it wouldn't move, right? So we towed it out of the way. And I was like, well, that's just crazy. But I bought the book, $72 online.
Right.
Read through it, found out where the wires go, pulled it into the shop. And I was like, you know what? I got the hood off. I got the grill off. I got everything off. Everything's out of this fucking thing.
Sure.
Took the starter off, cleaned it up, rewired. And I was like, fuck, I should paint this thing.
Yeah, why
So
not?
the
Right?
red, the white, and everything. It looked incredible.
And did you spray gun that?
I spray painted it.
You spray painted with rattle cans?
That's all. That's all you
could get?
Well, I'm sure you could have ordered like gallons, but it just why I think I ordered 2 boxes of cockshut red,
Right.
and a box of maybe pearl white or whatever, glistening white or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't original either, right? The cap was cream.
I see.
But I was like, no, we're going fucking white.
Right.
So
Make
You know,
it make it sharp.
of course, the signal lights too. They were all faded and cracked and brittle and shit.
Yeah.
So PV Mark, $22. Signal lights, new headlights, new
Perfect.
fucking. I didn't quite get that right. That's why I laugh every once in a while. I look back to your video of the Massey, when you're like, what the fuck? All the on the starter, the B, the S, the whatever.
What does this even mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So when I was looking at the light switch on this cock shit, I was like, well, what I and F and R. So you got your like maybe running or road lights,
Right.
and then field lights,
Yeah.
and then stationary lights, and then so now when I flip the button for road lights, they all fucking come on. And then when I flip it to field, the 4-way flashers come on.
Yeah.
So it's not right.
It's not
I
right.
don't really know where I went. So it's not 100%.
But you
but
flip
it
the
was a
switch enough
start.
times, you get to where
You will
need.
get some fucking lights. You won't get all the lights you want probably, but you're
Yeah.
gonna get some lights.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's
no,
cool.
it was an interesting project, but you certainly realize your limitations. The first thing I ever did to it was it never had obviously the cab through the 60s was like there was no upholstery or fuck all, right?
Right.
And I was like, what we actually did was when my mom redid her house, she took her carpet out of the kitchen, out of the living room. Yeah, I guess she had the carpet in the kitchen too, and I cut all that up, so it's all fucking
Carpet is
shag carpet
Yeah.
inside that cab.
That's
Right.
cool.
And then, so that's still all in there.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty cool tractor. Emmy was driving around today, but it's pretty. Of course, the paint didn't last either, right? What it needed was about 40 coats, right?
Right.
If you wanted it to be cool,
Yeah.
it needed a coat,
It's got to
and
be
then that
thick.
4,000 grit,
Right.
and then another coat, and then
Yeah.
a metallic coating on
Yeah.
it. Of course, who's going to do that to a fucking tractor you're using, right? We don't take that tractor. We use it. It
Right.
goes on the
Yeah.
auger.
It's a tool.
So, I mean, it's just it got its lipstick on a pig. Is what I got,
Sure.
right? It's not something that's going to go into a.
But it is
tractor.
one of those things from across the farmyard. You look at it and you're like, oh man, that looks sharp.
It does. It does look cool once you wash it all off and you get the oil that's off, that's leaked out from the fucking head and everything. Because it needs everything else too. But it's good from afar, but far from good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I never got the top of the roof either because I was like, well, what the hell's the point? When I back it back into the bush, all that tree sap and
The
shit's gonna
leaves are
fall
going
on
to
it
fall on it.
anyways.
Yeah.
Who cares, right?
Yeah.
So if you're standing on a ladder looking from afar,
Which who would do that?
it's not that great.
Yeah.
But if you're standing on
The
the
kids
ground
are in the
and you're
treehouse
at it,
looking down, right?
right? So
Yeah. Oh well.
oh well.
Cigar's trying to go out. I'm in the last third here. Where are you at? You're right. It's kind of same spot.
The same spot. I've relit mine about 3 times though. You haven't been through that once, or what have you?
No, but it's definitely starting to. The guy gets talking more, and
Right. But yeah, I think you do a pretty smart job on that truck. See that Blair guy would definitely be an asset
yeah,
for whatever body work,
for the body work piece,
just
yeah.
whatever question you might have,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I'm sure he's. I thought he was actually quite reasonable when I drove that truck over there, but like he said too, he's a and the shit he had in there, Stan, was fucking nuts.
Yeah,
Like the work he was doing, because he showed me around and I was like, holy, what in the fuck? Like even the art that he has. So like apparently there's like lead body filler over Bondo or something.
Oh, really?
So he has that craft too, right? You see, like,
Sure, that's healthy.
well, he was doing that on a couple of projects or whatever that he had. And then when I was watching through his YouTube videos, I was like, holy shit! Like, people come from fucking all around
Right.
the globe
Sure.
to see this fucking guy.
Well, that's interesting. And he's just right up the road.
It's just fucking right over
Right there. Yeah. Who knew?
Wouldn't even know it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, what the hell was that? Like Rust show or whatever? Rust Valley Kings or whatever the fuck. Did you
Right.
see that?
Rust Valley Restorers?
Yeah, he was on that.
Oh, okay.
Or part of that, or
Yeah.
had something to do with it. So, pretty cool guy. Sweet hat.
Yeah. Oh, that is cool. Might have slipped by on Saturday.
Well, there definitely comes that limit, right? When it's when it's a consumer item, what's going to be like utilized, right? You're not loading this fucking thing up into your 80-foot enclosed fucking trailer and driving
And just going
across
to
the
shows.
country, right?
Yeah.
Like when this is something that you're like, hey, look at, I want this thing to be sweet.
Yeah.
But I'm also fucking right. I live off the highway and I'm
Yeah.
going to drive the fucking thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we need to be somewhere in the middle, right? And I wish too that there was more options for that because, and you get it, right? Like you're not gonna go to a fucking high dollar artist and be like, hey, I want you to fucking whip my kid up a coloring book, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it
you
isn't
would.
fucking gonna happen.
No, that's right.
But there needs to be something for like the rest of us who are like, hey, I need this thing to be like really sweet, but
Right.
it's also gonna get a cigarette burn and
Yeah.
somebody's gonna drop an ice cube into it.
But it'd be nice if
glass
you
of
could,
whiskey.
yeah, if there was some middle ground on like the paintwork where it was like your clear coat wasn't going to peel in like 3 years or
Right.
whatever, and it would
Right.
just look like dog shit, right? The good thing about paint is though it's just paint,
Right.
And they make sandpaper every day, so you can strip it down and you can start again,
Right, and yeah, they got all sorts of incredible remover that right. But yeah, by the end of the night, this fucking thing looks incredibly different.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if you put, I don't know, you can put whatever time you want into it and get whatever you want out of it, right? Like,
Yeah.
So, but we'll start with brakes.
that's the best.
Yeah.
Brakes and a decent battery so that thing don't leave you hanging.
Well, it's got a good battery, and it come with a good battery. But I'm gonna get another ignition module, another coil, another relay. You know, the things that'll leave a guy sitting on the side of the road, kind of thing, right? That you can just, if you're not going to pack a multimeter with you, you can just do the quick switcheroo. And
Right.
I've seen lots of guys with the ignition modules where they just bolt a second one right to the inside of the fender, and if it don't start, you just unplug one and plug one in, and saves you the troubleshooting time, right?
Right.
Yeah. Go through, change all the ignition wires, the belts, the vacuum lines, all the stuff that, the stuff that's 50 years
It'll be
old.
fairly brittle.
The rubber parts that are 50 years old, right? So, yeah. It's got, crazy to think, like in 1976, it had like an emission system, right? There's a smog system, there's a whole canister on it and everything. Like, that's probably just going to get deleted, right? So,
Yeah, for the miles you're putting on it, unfortunately, Mother Earth is probably not going to be real
Well,
high on the priority.
it's the difference between 7.1 and 7 miles per gallon,
Right.
So, yeah. I'm not going to use it to pull the stock trailer.
Oh, you might.
Well, I might around here just for fun.
This was a good smoke. The entire thing.
It was a good cigar,
Like one of the rare ones.
but it
that
is
was-
dense, eh? Like
It's heavy.
my nose is starting to plug up.
I
actually.
noticed that it's heavy. Like, but some of them, by the time you get down here, they're like hot as shit.
You get real peppery.
Lips are burning, tongue's burning, mouth's burning.
Yeah.
Eyes are burning. I mean, you're a bit stuffed, but whatever.
Yeah, but it's not sour. It's not
No.
peppery.
That's a good cigar.
Yeah.
Right, because where did we fire this thing up at? What are we at here?
Oh, for time?
We're only at 2 hours.
2 hours. What was this again?
Perez
Carrillo.
Did we start? We started this at the live, so it's only. I
We
guess
started
it's
at
only
9:30.
2 hours smoke.
Yeah. So
But we're some veterans now, so to a regular, maybe a 3 hour smoke. Couple of
if
relights.
a fellow was just outside, maybe, and you're just enjoying the night air, maybe it would
Right.
take you a bit longer. Yeah. Yeah, way oilier than some of the other ones we've had. Like,
Right.
definitely a good dense smoke. The whiskey's good too.
It's hard without the ice, and without it being cool. Because when I first put that little splash more in, when I had that little iceberg of an ice,
Right.
It was warm. I didn't like it.
It wasn't as good, yeah, but it's cool. I find it sweeter when it's cooler.
It's better.
Yeah.
But they do say that about a lot of whiskeys, right? You just add that water and you watch it
Yeah.
you watch that whole mystic,
Right.
right? I said alchemy, you said that wasn't the word. Kind of is the word though.
Whatever
Google
you
it
want,
when I went
whatever
home.
you want to call
It's
it.
not specific to gold.
No, it changes one thing into another.
So
For sure. Opens up the flavor profile of the whiskey
Right.
to things that you probably previously wouldn't experience because the alcohol is so.
but you watch
Potent,
it
right?
even now, you can just see all the lines throughout it
Right.
where the water is really trying to take
the
over.
miscibility of the whiskey. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I know there's some Puritans out there that would be like, oh, it's a sin to put an ice cube or even a drop of water in there. And you enjoy your whiskey the way you enjoy your whiskey.
well, it was like what
Right.
I can't remember what page it was in the old tome we got there, but it said, "Hey, it's like, right, drink it how you want to drink it."
Yeah, no,
right?
the correct way to drink whiskey is however the hell you can drink it, right?
You
So
know, it's
it might be considered a sin, but it wasn't that. A couple weeks ago, I had a little splash of Lafroig. You know what I put in it? Pepsi.
did you?
Yeah.
I was
it's-
gonna do
it's
that at my house.
Very smoky whiskey, right? And with the Pepsi in it, like I know that's a sin. It's a mortal sin. But it actually, oh gosh, was it good.
I believe it. The other day, I think I was going to watch the hockey game, and we didn't have any Canadian whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
There was no rum of any kind, but there was that Talisker.
Talisker, yeah.
Talisker. And I was like, I wonder if you could put like 7-Up or ginger ale or Pepsi
Probably
in
good.
that.
Yeah. Do we have Talisker here? I think we do have some
I
somewhere.
was going to bring a bottle, but I thought there was a bottle here of the same exact stuff, but maybe there isn't.
We might not. I might have to.
Well, I got one at home. I was going to bring it. It was between that or the Johnny Walker, and I forgot both of them. I brought my water bottle, and that was it.
Johnny Walker Red, is that what it
It's
is?
black.
Black. Oh, there's a bottle of Johnny Walker Black here. Right there. Second one over.
That's right.
Middle shelf.
Yeah.
That's hotel whiskey.
Okay. See, mine is not in a box, and I was looking at it, and I was like, fuck, it's not in a box. I don't want to put it on the shelf.
Right.
We only have Pendleton's not in a box, and that's it.
Yeah, most everything else comes in a box. Right? Scotch always comes in a box. Right?
That Talisker is in a box.
Yeah.
So, but I forgot it too. Anyway, I knew there was. I knew I.
But it's
I
good.
didn't turn. I didn't feel I had to turn around and get one. Oh shit, we probably won't have one.
Yeah. But it's good though.
It was good. It was.
Yeah?
It was quite good.
Interesting.
So well, I had two. The one that I had watching the hockey game was, I don't know what, 12 year or whatever.
I see.
I don't know what the other one is.
I'm gonna let the cigar go there.
You've had enough.
I'm gonna call it. Yeah.
We'll have to call the whole thing here. Or what?
Yeah.
2 hours in. Nobody's keeping the comment section going, so we might have to switch over to another form of social media for half an hour here,
We could do that.
and then just see where we get to. We try a lot of things here, and I don't know.
Mix it up a little
I
bit.
never expected we'd get like a tremendous amount of momentum, but I did believe we'd get more than we got.
Yeah.
I really did.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But we also failed miserably on upkeep.
we're not routine enough. We don't smoke a cigar every night.
No.
and,
we did fail miserably on that. Even just like you say throughout the week, throughout the month, we've been locked out of most things.
Yeah.
Like we've tried various forms of social media for Smoking Oak specifically.
That's right.
Neither one of us have the time to dedicate to it, nor do we even know how to. And
We're not
so
social media experts. by any
we
means.
basically focus solely on this, and it just I don't know, whatever. We've gone such huge time lapses between that. How the fuck could you follow it?
How could you? Yeah. How could you
The
stay on
people,
track with it?
lots of the folks that pop on are people that actually know us personally or whatever. And
No,
that's,
that's right.
that's fine.
That's right.
That's really.
Yeah.
This was more about fucking Dan Penier and just doing something
Just a fun thing.
than it was anything. But
I will say though, like on the social media side, like YouTube is, I don't consider that to be social media. It is media, but it's not social media. But like I have that TikTok account, and yes, it's got quite a large following, and that was for me, like for quite a few years, I was like, I don't want to get TikTok. I'm not into that. I'm not into like
right,
dancing and doing whatever
right,
shit happens on TikTok. But I did start that social experiment where you just say extraordinary, outlandish things and get a reaction to see if you can build a following.
right.
So my mission now is like, I'm actually going to take my YouTube videos, which are like family friendly, wholesome content. I'm going to put clips of that on there and just see like, okay, well, the following I built by just being a jerk on the internet,
Sure.
will it still stomach that?
Right.
Will it stomach that transition, and will it be sustainable? And can I still build off of that and now maybe expand on it? Right. So we'll see. Taylor said he's enjoying it, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that was more about, certainly for Stan and I, with this was just kind of a place to kick back, right? I mean, it sort of evolved,
Yeah, for sure.
just like strangely, out of nothing,
It was really nothing.
just like a plastic table, some prime times, and
A couple guys just shooting the shit.
2 cell phones, and I think, well, we were gonna tear into that fucking, I forget what that's even called, that bottle of rum. We
It's
never
right
even
here.
opened it.
It's right here. No, the OG is right here.
Oh,
This-
Appleton Estates.
This right here is the very first bottle that we
That was
cracked.
rum.
The Appleton Estate rum.
I think that was one night.
That might have been one night. Yeah, that's you
That was a bit of a runaway.
might have been a gong show. But then after that came the Florida Canna, and we've never actually opened.
We
that
never
bottle.
did open it.
No.
We switched right
switched
into
to whiskey.
cigars and whiskey.
Yeah, Core Blund wrote a song about that, didn't he? Time to switch to whiskey.
Right?
Was that Core Blund?
It was.
Yeah.
Fuck, he took a grilling over his coal mine thing, eh? Fuck that guy.
Well,
I'm
God forbid
like,
a guy have an opinion
Yeah,
about anything.
I'm
eh?
like pro that. That seems pretty logical to me. But he took a fucking
Why wouldn't
grilling
you
over
want to keep
that.
the eastern slopes intact, right?
I just seen a news article about him or whatever. People got right on that poor guy, like,
Yeah.
oh, you're just doing this because your fucking music sucks. And I was like, imagine just saying like a normal thing, like, fuck, fresh water's pretty sweet,
Yeah.
and then just being like just fucking lynched for
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Like we have gotten to a place where I don't know. Well, we were talking early before we even started the live. I mean, I had a recent event in my life where I was like, I fucking give up on people.
Yeah.
Like this is fucked.
I mean, resources do need to be developed, but they need to be developed in a responsible, sustainable way.
100%. And I
Right.
don't understand how that's such a complex fucking subject for people.
Strip mining.
There's
coal.
literally 2 fucking people in here that their lives are oil and gas development.
Right.
Right. I mean, I'm out of it now, but 11 years of it was oil and gas exploration.
Yeah.
Right.
My
So we're-
job now, like I talk about lots of what I do, but I don't generally get into the specifics of what I do. But lots of what I do is being the conscience of the industry,
Right.
right? And be like, okay, what is the right thing to do here? Now, what is going to make us the most money, or what is going to be, how are we all going to become millionaires, or how are we going to just,
Right.
how can I say this without being too crude, but like fist fuck the planet, right? Like,
Well, 100%.
You know.
And I mean, I've said it over and over again. I mean, I'm extremely happy when I can walk over to the wall on February 8th when it's minus 42 outside, blowing like a bastard, and just give her the old fucking
right.
and then push on the fireplace.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
huge fucking fan of that.
That's a beauty.
However, we in 2026 can do this a whole bunch more efficient than just
Yeah.
fucking get her done.
Yeah.
And at any cost, just fucking ruin whatever.
especially especially like in terms of the core blend thing, like with a industry like coal. Like coal is not a resource we really use here.
No, but yeah, well,
Like sustainable natural gas development, I get that. We use that for power plants, and like that makes sense because it serves not only our economy but also for our usage, right? But coal is an export that goes specifically to power stations in like countries like China,
sure,
and is horrible for the planet,
right.
So yes, maybe it should be used. Should it be heavily regulated? Yes. Should it be done in a sustainable manner? Well, you can't really mine coal in a sustainable manner, right? So slow it down.
But as the technology changes and develops, right, we can do these things better, right?
Yeah.
I know, and people mix up between the two of like coal burning and metal like metal or
like
coal
for
or whatever.
using for steel and
Right.
stuff like that.
You know, and even that, like, yeah, okay, fuck, I am a pretty big fan of being able to sit down and like, hey, you know, we got a little bit of extra money. You guys want to take a holiday this winter? It's pretty fucking sweet when you can go to a stadium, right? Like
Right.
we need to use the resources
you need
that
the
are
resources
available.
for sure. Yeah.
We just need to get those resources out as sustainably, environmentally conscious as we can. And I really don't understand how anybody could be drugged through the fucking mud for saying that.
No.
It just
No,
seems
that's
to
right.
me to be like a total backwoods, narrow-minded fucking thought
Yeah.
process of
Yeah.
I need to make $280 an hour, fuck everything else.
But yeah, that's the thing. So you have to figure out that the dollar per hour that maybe you're going to make as an individual, but what does the corporation make?
Right.
Versus what is the ultimate cost, right? So if it's at all cost, it should be unacceptable.
Right.
And I personally believe that water is more valuable than oil.
Oh, well, fucking 100%.
So
They're
I'm not made of 70% oil. I'm
Right.
made of 70% water. Right.
right. Well,
If I drink oil, I'm a fucking dead man.
You
right?
look around. You look around on what you've got here, what you've built here. Like
Yeah.
a barrel of water is infinitely more valuable to you than a barrel of oil.
Yeah.
On July 4th, when it hasn't rained.
When it
for
hasn't
fucking
rained.
2 months.
Yeah.
Right. You got a
Yeah.
ton of
I-
bellies to fill with H2O plus
the-
your own.
You maybe could buy water, but that's not the planet I want to live on, is where you have to buy fresh water to
Right.
keep your fields. Like, I mean, I guess there are parts of the province and parts
Brondo.
of the world where Brondo, yeah,
Fucking-
like where you have to pay for irrigation, things like that.
Right.
But like, that's certainly not where I want to get to, where you're having to buy clean water because the free flowing water is so contaminated that you can't spread out the fields. That's not good.
No.
So, what did Taylor say there? All those bottles and all the world's problems solved, or that got solved, is good to see. They're actually, yeah, I mean, every bottle represents a whole 3-4 hour session where we tried to break down whether we
We've-
solved a problem
We've
or
hammered through a lot.
tried to add a little bit of, I don't even know if common sense is the word, but just bring some logic to some outlandish thinking, right?
Absolutely. That's probably the best way to put it, right? It's just like a simple bit of down home logic to
Yeah.
maybe a complex problem.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, this was fun. That's too.
I'm gonna put mine out too. Oof.
So Isle of Race, or Rosse, however you say that.
Good with ice.
Good whiskey, good with ice, even better with ice. But you got to drink it quick.
Right.
Because if it gets watered down, then it's not so good.
Cold.
It gets warm and watered down, it's not very good.
No.
Cold with fresh ice, pretty good. So maybe
Easy.
keep your pour down to one finger instead
Right.
of two fingers.
Right. A dash.
That's a good one. The what do they call this?
What a hell of a band too.
The
eh?
Perez
Nobody saw
Carrillo.
Oh,
Man, the
you bet.
artwork. It's just so. Oh man,
that.
like
Yeah,
these
nobody will be able to
you
see
can't
it.
see that, of
It's
course,
too
but
much shiny.
if you get an opportunity to smoke a Perez Carrillo box press cigar, man, take
That'll
that
go in
one.
the piss jug.
That's a good one to put in the piss jug, yeah, for sure. I wish you hadn't said that, because now I'm going to think about that every time you say that. But it's going to be time to go for a hunt and find a new piss jug soon, because that's
Who'd have thought, eh?
pretty full. eh?
Over nothing. I was actually looking back because
And we didn't
mean-
even start that at the beginning.
no,
Like,
but
we
there's
found that
only
bottle
there's
half.
only 4 of you watching, and I'm gonna get back to do this, and I've been meaning to do it because we have every live the option to give away a cup,
Right.
or I still got some sweaters too. Didn't Kristen get a sweater?
I don't
No,
know.
not her. I don't know. So I thought she won.
Kristen might have won something. I don't know if it was a sweater or a cup or a
anyways,
whiskey glass.
We did
or-
have some pretty cool shit. We made these ourselves. I mean, we had coffee mugs with Smoking Oak logos on them. We got a couple whiskey glasses, Smoking Oak logos on them. I'm gonna get back to that, right? I don't know. Got away from me.
Cool
Like you say,
thing,
you don't fucking after this, you don't go home and watch it again, right? And be like,
No.
well, who was because
right.
who all chimed in, who all
Sure.
did this. And then for so long we had so many like recurring. It was the same people,
Right.
the same people watching.
Yeah.
And not that y'all don't deserve a cup or something, but I got complacent. I did, right? So
We should let people get a second chance at a win.
absolutely get a little
You
bit
know?
more of this stuff out there. I mean, we haven't done any advertising or
Kristen got a cup. She's very well used, so that's good.
but
That is good. Like if it gets used,
somebody
that's-
got a hoodie.
somebody got a hoodie. I know there was a handful of people got whiskey glasses.
I know Chad, he loves his coffee mug. We'll ship this wherever. We've shipped it to the States. I forget who was from California that chimes in all the
I
time.
shipped a couple guys. Well, I shipped I think 3 or 4 to guys all across the province.
Right. So
I think only one ever arrived broken.
so
For Glenn Gillis, he got a broken one there, but
oh, that's handy.
like because he got sent a pair, right, and then one
That's
was
right.
broken or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
good. All right, well,
Perfect.
we'll call this one a but. We'll put a
Wrap
bow on
this
this
one up. Yeah.
And if you got nothing else to do, come see us on TikTok in a few minutes.
Right. Yeah. We're gonna just pop over there and see what we can get going on.
Wonderful.
We got locked out of the Smoke and Oak one, but we're gonna go on to Stan's
If we're not locked out of that.
if we're not locked out of that, and then probably after that, if I don't go home, we'll try to figure out how to get back in. I don't know if you ever read through this, man. So many people were like, "This channel is so underrated." Like the TikTok channel, the Smoke and Oak. People love that.
Yeah. No,
All
it
the
was
stuff
good.
you were putting up there.
Yeah. Just the clips of the lives, right?
And
That's
then,
all it was.
And they were like, this is so underrated. And I
Yeah.
thought, man, we could really gain momentum here. And then we got locked out, and it was one of those things where it's like, okay, you log in, and then they'd send the code to Stan, who was in Calgary working. So 6 weeks later,
Yeah.
he'd be like, "Oh,
It's-
here's the code," and I'd be like,
It's-
"Yeah, well,
it's
no,
worth-
I'm busy."
It's worse than when your
Right.
wife tries to get you to get the password or whatever.
I mean, that's kind of how I felt because
Yeah.
you see a lot of those memes or whatever popping up right now. Like marriage literally has become like, send me that code, right?
Send me the code.
So now we sort of have that going with Smoking Over. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I'm sure he's not going to see this for weeks,
Yeah.
so I guess we'll just right. And then
No,
we
that's
just
the
like, hey man,
reality.
did you get that code? Yeah, I got it like 4 days ago,
I think the link is expired.
right?
Yeah.
So we just sort of left it at
Yeah.
that.
All good. All right. Well, have a good evening.